the night. So cold rocket dreams, resilience in the fold. Hedge pressurizing, the charts are bold. Dated bands rapping, stories untold. Riding with rockets through your AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Treading air, the pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with your AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, tracking the charts. Midnight glory. Sanctuary in all its blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see it. Let's see it. How y'all doing? Y'all had a good night? You were tucked in well after the room showed up yesterday? And now, here for the good mornings. Oh, got the sunshines in chat. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I mean, MU early? Yes, you is. Simon Dean, good morning. Short Scoots, good morning. Hamzonk. First thing I gotta, holy red candles. First thing I gotta say is I'll wake up, I'll look at the market. We haven't seen those in a while. What's going on? Oh, monthly hedge pressure for the win. We are there right now. Should I smack it with a long? I don't know. I'm trading these lucid accounts here. Did I catch the short? You better believe I did. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Sure. Lee, what's up? Nate, what's up? Good morning, Trader 007. Good morning, good morning, good morning. E5 ESC bond, learn to trade. Hey, Ida, good morning. Let's go, baby. Relax vibes. Good morning. Pibusta. Bryle. ABR Dream. Matt's Reef. You know else able to log in on the Lucid website? Let me check. Bad gateway. Service 5x3. Yep. It's like Lucid website is down temporarily. That sucks. Give it a minute. You're here in an hour? I don't know. They're probably working on something. Who knows? Your Lucid Trade Debate stopped working? My Lucid Trade Debate is here working. Try to log in, if not from the web, log from the desktop app. See how that works. Renati, good morning, good morning, good morning. I love getting good mornings from y'all. Bring him in, bring him in. Let's have some hugs. Let's have some rockets. Let's have some scooters. Let's have some good times. What's up, Moreno Scout? What's up, RTK? Okay, let's get going here. Today is not the day to buy NASDAQ position your sale well, somebody says in chat. There you go. War may be back on. Short may be the right play. War may be back on. Oh, you can call this a war. That's why like the market keeps like freaking out with us campaigning Iran. Is this going to become a full-scale war? Are they going to work it out? What do y'all think? What's the news here? We got to figure it out. Anyways, well, good morning, you guys. So, big day, big news, big day tomorrow, huge day tomorrow. Yeah, we're getting ready to roll it. Are you leaving the OPEC May the 1st? Semiconductors. Like how global recession unavoidable. I like how the answers there. Look at this. Y'all want to see something gnarly? Check out my finger right here. Look at this. You see that? Boom. That's like a blister, like a crazy size blister. Y'all can probably hold on. Go here. Look, 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 look. Look at that. Bam. Look at that nasty thing. It's cooking. Chilean sea bass, dude, on my stove. And like, I was trying to flip the sea bass over. Bam. Right. I was searing the skin. I made a post of it. Trying to sear the sea bass, you know, Chilean sea bass, pretty easy to cook. It's one of the easiest fish in the world. You cannot mess it up even if you try. It's so buttery and so flaky. You can't overcook it if you wanted to. Anyways, so I had a little bit too much oil in the pan. So you sear it for like 3 to 4 minutes on the skin. Just get it. Yeah, it's cook and burn, baby. And then I went to pick it up and flip it, but you know, sea bass is so tender, and we have some thicker steaks. Normally we get them smaller, but I got some thick ones this time, so like I want them thick. You know how we like it here, baby. We like our meat thick. And so anyways, I went to pick it up, and it's so brittle and flaky as it was. It's sort of like lost, you know, it just sort of flaked inside of my tongs, and it fell in the oil, and I had too much in there. And so it splashed all over my hand. So I had like blazing hot cooking oil, freaking blister burns all over my hand. But the sea bass was good. Oh, it was so good. I like runs in the kitchen, flips it on. I'm like, put my hand on the stove, and I'm like, oh, the fish is doing. It's like, I mean, my hand in the water, and I go there, flip it over with my other hand. There's no such thing as a Chilean sea bass. Oh. Wait, is this a conspiracy? Is this like, there's no such thing as like us landing on the moon? Is a Chilean sea bass not really from Chile, or is it not really a bass? Or is it not really from the sea? Which one is it? Which one of those 3 words is the lie? It's like a cook and burn. Got it. Good. Birds aren't real. I agree. Okay, we're at lower MHP right now, by the way. No, they're endangered species. So is this like an imposter fish that they just market to us? How dare they? Called a toothfish? Blech! Is that what it's called? Well, like, now that sounds very unappetizing. Is that what it is? Why would I ever eat something called a toothfish? Ugh, that sounds so gross. When I imagine a toothfish being like, there's no, well, I mean, well, that's what they call it at the store anyway. So anyways, the toothfish was like, I imagine it being like like teeth coming out the bottom with like cross-eye, like you would call it a toothfish, because it just looks like that. Yeah, like, you know, like it's got like weird looking like fangs going out this way. Blurp. Yep. Anyways, pretty huge ass burn on my finger, but I got smacked with some oil. I had too much in the pot. Anywho. Wait, somebody's over here. The Golden Gate Trader. Hold on, let's go check it out. Hold on. Let's see what's going on here. They're live.
Kickboxing ಕಲೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ
from India. Oh, I can't even send him a message unless I'm a subscriber. Oh, man, I was gonna go over there and... All right, well, if you guys... Hold on.
ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ನಿತೇಶ್ ಈ ಸಲ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಏನು ಗಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ದೆ, ಓಕೆ, ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ
Oh. What's that? Try to go over there and drop a comment and say good luck with the stream. They got 5 people watching them. Good luck. Yeah. Some fishermen decided to call it a sea bass. People buy and eat it. You know, I found... Yeah, because nobody wants to eat something called a toothfish. Toothfish just sounds like the most weirdest, heinous looking animal you can ever think. Well, you know what? Like, also, you wouldn't eat a king crab if you knew it wasn't really a crab either, right? That's also a true story. King crab is not a crab. I remember what it's called, what it is. A king crab is mostly related to like a hermit crab, so it's like a mutated hermit crab that went and grillies like long legs. Does that sound less appetizing than king crab? See, like old fishermen would find something and they just find this like crab looking thing and they just call it crab. Who was that? No, somebody was advertising their stream in here, so figured I'd go give it a look. I took the bait. But it wasn't in English, so I promptly returned to the rocket scooter stream, which seemed to be more of a fun place to be. Tube fish. Here you like your tube fish. Let's go. Anyways, I watched this video that says all things become crabs. It was so crazy. Yo, what's up, Sonic? How you doing, man? You know Sonic's streamer, by the way. He isn't now. Sonic's in here every day hanging out, but Sonic streams in the evening time sesh. So good peeps. Welcome to the cadet school or cadet team. Live trading going on in Euro, USD. Please join the YouTube channel. All right. I did. You don't speak English. I don't understand. You're speaking Hindi. I don't speak Hindi. I don't understand what you're saying. I did. I joined for like a minute. Hello. Anyways, as I watch this video that says all things become crabs or whatever, and it talks about how somehow crab is like peak animal performance. Like they found out that like almost all things as evolution sort of progresses, sort of like evolve into crab-like features. For some reason, I don't know if it's just like this whole thing is a stable, genetic, gravity-based, whatever leads us to that direction. But like all animals eventually become crabs is what it says. So, you know, enjoy what you have now. It's gonna be crabs at some point. And it said most animals start to develop crab-like features. Low to the ground, low center of gravity. No telling what it was. It was an interesting video. Good morning, Legend Matt. Hey, what's up, son? Good morning. Ninja Turtles. Random comments in chat. Just love them. Okay, so MHP lower MHP right now. Is the catalyst active? No, it's not. I don't think we're close to being cat active. Let's check really quick. Big old sell-off. I did make some trades last night. I don't even know what happened here. What are these? Oh, these hit DLL. That's what that is. These all made. I took the short last night, but these must have hit DLL on the pop up. Yeah, I shorted over here on that pop. I was like, you know what? When we opened up, when we went 1, 2, 3, and then I waited 1, 2, 3, I shorted like probably here. And I think that's probably what got him. Yeah, I didn't even, I shorted. I'm like, I'm shorting, I'm going to bed. I mean, I'm shorting, I'm not going to bed. I'm shorting, I'm shorting and I'm done. So I did. I put in a short and just let it ride. Some of them I closed out. I think on Brad's stream, I noticed, I think it was here when we got back to here, I closed out some of them. That's why some of them didn't ride the whole way down. And the rest I just closed out. Where did I close them out? I was too busy treating burns. Probably closer to maybe, yeah, I think I closed most of them out here. I was like, I'm gonna short and go to bed and see what happens. And then, this is when I was cooking. About 7, 8 o'clock. And then, 9 or 10. That sounds about right. I think after these candles is when I close everything out. So yeah, that was it. I guess I never even noticed that it hit DLL on those. I wasn't paying it. Well, I was probably in searing pain at the time. Now that I think about it, now my memory strikes me. It was probably at the time I was cooking that this happened, because that looks like that's 7 o'clock my time. That sounds about right. So I actually never even noticed until this morning. I was like, what would happen? Well, that's what it is. The OpenAI news. Oh, what, the lawsuit thing or what? Know what it is? I saw a joke that somebody said when you know the whole conversation between like Elon and all that with the whole lawsuit or whatever, and somebody responded. They said you know, he said he wants to return it to its glory days of being a nonprofit. Somebody responded, all my Tesla trades are usually nonprofit. Trader humor, always fun, never a bad time. Okay, hello, good morning, the rest of you guys. Going on in Bourbon, what's up? 98 sir, what's up? Lee Brown, toothfish is hard to market like the Chinese gooseberry you market as a kiwi. I tell you, when I think of toothfish, I feel like my first thought is that it has teeth in the front of its mouth on the bottom sticking up. My brain just immediately pictures that. And they're not even like pointy teeth, they're like molars. You know what I'm talking about? They just look like derpy teeth. So I don't think you would eat it. But anyways, whatever it is, it's delicious. It's such a flaky fish, like, and it's buttery too, so it's real fatty. You could not at all, you can't overcook it. That's like the best part about fish like that. You can't overcook it if you tried. So they're really flaky, really good. So I'm gonna next time I cook for iDoc, I'm gonna say I got some toothfish for you. Come on over to dinner. Okay, let's see if we got cat act. Just double check here. S&P is 66 from probably the top here. We might be close. Let's double check this. Let's actually mark it up on a tick chart. Easier to find that. Guys, welcome to the stream, and hit the like button. We're getting ready to roll here. I love having you all here in the mornings. It's like my favorite part of my life. Just wake up, chill with my friends, make some live trading, make some bucks. No, that's not it. There it is. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Expansion of volatility. About the same. Big old one there. There it is. There she is. There she goes. So we get the top. 27,439. Too early for math. Why is my phone battery dead? 20. Wait a minute. Where we go? 27,439? 439. Minus Nasdaq is going to be. Let's see if the catalyst active, you guys. 251. Really? It's only 251? They must have lowered the margins recently. 27,188. Oh, boys and girls. It's been a while. Oh, Catalyst, we have missed you. Oh, Red Days, we have missed you. It's been a hot minute. Cat active and Nasdaq. Thanks for pulling that up. We got that going. Catalyst active again. The real market's going to be very violent. I don't think it's going to sell off from here. I think it's a buy opportunity, which is why I want this quickie little. Maybe I should just like long and just say fuck it. Let me just buy in one of my accounts. How about that? Just to do it. Well, hold on. On the edge of the catalyst. I think it's earnings. I think we're gonna zip right back up, but we'll see. Nah, I'm not gonna touch it yet. No, we need to do S&P here. Let's get ourselves. This is the trick that we do when catalyst is active. You want to chill. You don't want to trade below it. Be very, very cautious. You want it to be out of this little zone. It's not that. No, it's this one. But even this one doesn't have a. Yeah, S&P is a little more stable. I figured that the S&P is not catalytic because it seems to have found equilibrium each step on the way. Actually, hold on. No. I'm wrong. I overlooked this. I'm stupid. Even though, yeah, it doesn't look like the volatility expanded much. You know, it could be here. Nasdaq, we just marked it here. But I guess S&P, I'm going to give some credit to that. We'll call it from here, from this anchor point, same place. 7212. Why's my doorbell ringing? More flowers? Did you guys send me some flowers? What did y'all send me? Simon Dean, did you send me flowers? Well, I accept, buddy. 6625. 7145 at the bottom. Look how beautiful that risk interval catalyst level is. Look at that, right on the edge. Look at that. That's clean. All right. Cat active at purple. So below purple, you gotta be very, very careful when you're trading. Too many traders trying to reset. That's so sad. Why is Lucid? You can't. So Lucid apparently seems to be down today, so you can't log into Lucid. Let me see if I can try to log in. No, it's not letting me log in either. Hey, the UAE leaving OPEC. Why is it big news? I don't know if I wouldn't call that big news. I would say that right now everything's sensitive to oil. I don't know if UAE is a big producer in OPEC. Let me double check. Or a big producer. How much? Let's use ChatGPT. I'm gonna get lazy here. How much oil? I look at well, look at like my tabs here, guys. Look at this, like the credit score for prop firms, investing market calendar, financial juice, earnings calendar, super monkey ball, and then like what? Like what were we going through yesterday? We were reminiscing about super monkey ball. Like of all the things to have here. Great game, by the way, when we were kids. Very good game. All right, ChatGPT. Let's learn something today, folks. Like, hold on. Pickle's like still barking. Is IDOC, are you alive? Okay, stop barking. I'm like, Pickle's been barking for like 5 solid minutes. I probably should go check up on IDOC, make sure she's alive. All right, you just stopped there. How much oil does the UAE produce per day? 3 billion. So that's global supply. The global need is like 130, right? What is 130? No, it's been a while since I looked at this. Probably higher than that. What is global production per day? 103. Oh, it's 103. That's right. Now 103. Okay. 103. So UAE, it's actually pretty sizable. As far as OPEC. Okay. How much of OPEC? That's actually bigger than I thought. I thought they were in like, I thought they did like 1 million or so, but 3 is a lot. 3 is definitely big. It's about 10% of OPEC, 12%. I'd say that's pretty significant news. the thing about this is like, remember OPEC used to have such a monopoly on oil production. They had the ability to, I mean, they're, about a third of the globe's oil production. It's not as much as it used to be. Now that US is an exporter, we've shifted them down significantly. Now that Russia's growing, and you have a lot of the NOPECs and all this, the BRICS, all these different names for these different companies or conglomerates of countries out there. They all, it's all about supply and demand. But here's one thing about oil. It's not like, oil is not just like the same everywhere. You can't just like, here's this oil, I'm gonna sell it to this guy, no, I'm gonna undercut you. Oil's different. Everywhere you go, it's different chemical composition. Oil is like a soup of chemicals, and it's never the same in any two places. And not every refinery can process any kind of oil. They're designed for a certain specification. The way to understand what that means is like your car, your engine is designed for a certain octane rating of gasoline. So if you put like the wrong, octane rating of gasoline, you could knock your engine. Now most of these engines these days might not be that big of a problem if you put premium in your regular tank, but certain performance cars, you can have that issue. Knocking is just the combustion is not, you're not rated for that kind of combustion or that energy that you'll get from it. So in a refinery sense, if you process the wrong kind of oil, you can completely ruin your entire refinery. All the extra, if you're not designed to have like high levels of salt or designed to have high levels of impurities, your product will be off spec. Heavier crude, you can start like clogging up shit. I mean, it becomes a problem. So refinery like works within a range. Like crude is a whole spectrum, and your refinery is designed to work on somewhere on the spectrum, right? And so if you're over here, you can't process oil that works over here, and you have to basically, add more equipment, pre-treatment units to sort of like pre-clean up the oil so that your refinery can process it. So it's like oil doesn't just like, if somebody just like, hey, we're not supplying oil to you anymore, it's not that easy for you to just like go out there and find anybody to sell it to you. There's only specific types of oil that you can process, so you're limited to who your suppliers can be. And so, every refinery is somewhat different, and every country has different environmental standards of what you can process to begin with. So you can't process like dirty, nasty stuff if you're not able to handle all that stuff and you're emitting all these things out there. So it's a costly upgrade to switch suppliers. A lot of times the refineries, especially in countries like the US. So you're kind of locked into who supplies to you. So why I'm saying this is that, oil's such a finicky world, and anybody that does anything, period, you change your supply by like a million barrels, right? OPEC cut 1 million barrels or something total between all the countries. It has a severe effect. It's not like somebody say, oh, I'll just go get the 1 million barrels from Russia. You might not be able to do that. You might be stuck still buying it from the same people, even though, production's going down and, you can't make a deal elsewhere. So the reason that I'm saying that is that it's so easy for, they called it the cartel back in the day, to have a monopoly on oil prices because everybody was so dependent on it. But now, like, things have changed. There's a lot of countries out there that don't have severe environmental standards, like China and stuff, that can basically process anybody's oil and nobody gives a shit. And what it is. There's no standards really, and in China they'll rip off and they'll send like, there's like in China there are, China like bootlegs a lot of American products. So they bootleg American refineries. You can go over in China and you can find like a Chevron Phillips clone, like they clone the design and just built their own version of it, Anyways, so these days it's a little more lubricated, but back then it really wasn't. You're kind of, it's a hard time, if you're like, oh, we're not going to do business with you guys in OPEC anymore, we're going to go business over here. You usually had to upgrade, and it was very costly to upgrade your machines and work it. Refineries cost many billions, so I haven't built many in recent years. Well, that's true. And also, and even when I was an engineer out of school, that was the talk in 2000s. They're not building a lot of refineries anymore. The last big refinery that was built was the Marathon Ashland Garyville refinery, I think built in Indiana like 20 years ago. I don't think we've built a huge refinery ever since then in the States. And another thing is that it's all these strict environmental standards, and we pretty much have enough to handle our needs. and demand growth isn't going up. So it's not a worthwhile investment because it's not a growth business anymore. Right. Anyways, long story short is that if UAE leaving OPEC is a big deal because it's 10% OPEC, which is which is a third of the world's supply. And so what it means is OPEC loses a little bit control. It doesn't really mean anything, I think, for global supply and demand anything. I'm sure oil might have responded to that. Probably very volatile. I haven't looked at oil, but I'm going to guess it probably went, but probably returned to where it is. I don't think that's damning news, but I bet you oil was volatile off of that. Is that it? God, I'm so good. Look at that shit. I traded oil for 5 years though. Is that it? Was that when it was? Look at that. Look at that. Let's hear it, guys. Who's good? Who's good? Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Didn't even look at the chart. It's not changed. But it means that OPEC has less control over supply, which is good. It means the market's gonna be more liquid and not so easily controlled by the antics of the OPECs. How to get the purple lines? Okay, simple as that. If you go back to the earlier part of the stream. Now let's not. Another thing is that they have freedom to sell at whatever price they want. OPEC tends to fix their supply. So if you break away from them, then you have autonomy to sell or produce as much as you want. These OPEC groups would get together, the OPEC countries would get together, and the Saudi Arabian group was like the leader of the OPEC, conglomerate and cartel. And they would basically tell everybody what they need to do. You need to do this, you need to do this to protect all of our interests. So now if one country steps away, then they're no longer required to fit into that sort of demand from the group. They can say, now that's okay, we're going to produce more and set our own market. And it's just cool. It will lead to stable prices for you guys and better prices, which I like. Okay. Because imagine like oil prices going through the roof and then Saudi Arabia is like, all right, you guys are going to cut rates. You say, like, hell we are. We gonna keep pumping, baby. And they go, no, for the protection of all our assets. And so UAE is probably like, well, fuck your assets, bro. I'm on my own. So anyways, what we're looking for, the way you do a catalyst every single morning, and what catalyst does is, or a catalyst check, and make sure to find out that the market hasn't, actually, hold on, wait, I want a long. I want to buy the dip just because. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna buy some dip here. Hold on. What? Contract should be specified. What? What? Oh, I gotta type what I'm gonna buy. In queue. All right, let's do it. Do I want to do it here just for funsies? Something small. I'm up 4,500. Let's do it. Let's do it with some smalls. You know what I'm saying? Just to do it with some small at the open. Just to bet that we don't end up in a catalyst. Okay. So what you're looking for here is a risk interval has to do with CME span, and CME span sets margin requirements based on market movement. If the market moves a certain distance, along this distance, imagine there's like positions just stationed, like as markets are moving. And CME span is a calculation that knows at a certain distance, the majority of market maker portfolios are at risk. So they say, okay, we're going to set the margin requirement such that the average volatility or the expected range of where buyers and sellers are going to be contains price in here. That way it doesn't go into the big danger zone. We draw a big old D right there. I know how much you guys like the big D, so I'll put one right here. It's the biggest D you've ever seen. So the idea is they set margin requirements to essentially make it more or less expensive to trade a contract. And when you set the margin requirements, you're basically saying higher margin requirements means higher range between buyers and sellers. Danger zones are here and here. And so market makers are going to buffer those danger zones to allow the market to swing a little bit higher because it's less liquid. The more liquid it is, margin requirements are smaller and that danger zone is smaller. So what we know is CME span is a program that looks at a bunch of scenarios to set margin requirements in futures. 10 years ago, I reverse engineered CME span and reverse engineered all their parameters and equations because, there's mathematician, and we turn see me span into actionable ranges. It's so good. In fact, what this technique does is when you isolate, when there's a sell imbalance like this, like immediately here, you can see it. Anytime there's a sell imbalance, the market's dropping price until buyers are found. And once buyers are found, buyers and sellers are expected to meet in the middle. So if the market's moving back up and the middle happens to be here between the two imbalances, if the middle is never found, which balances the imbalance, right? Sell imbalance, then now there's a new buy imbalance and we go to the middle. If you hit the middle, then good, the market's found harmony, equilibrium. Then you don't take a step further. But if somehow you don't make it back to the middle from the identifiable sell imbalance and it keeps falling, it means this really wasn't a buy imbalance after all. It was just a temporary buyer and the market's still being overwhelmed by sellers. Once you identify that this middle isn't tapped, you take this point and you mark it up. That's here. Then what you do is you identify where the maximum amount of volatility is in the first move before the market continues to go lower. In this example, the maximum amount of volatilities is the size of these little V's here. This is bigger than those, and then this is bigger than those, and then this is smaller. So the biggest one is here. The highest amount of volatility means the highest imbalance, the highest illiquidity. So the biggest sell imbalance finally hits the biggest buy imbalance. It's the biggest shift from one to the other. So the true buy imbalance is found here because the volatility expands. It's max amount of illiquidity. So here's the actual buyers. So now once you find the sellers and the buyers, which is really what you're looking for. So this was just an example in general. So once you find the maximum sell imbalance here, you draw a line from A to B and find the middle. I skipped ahead earlier, so forget that thing. That was just the example. So A to B, now you look at the middle. If the middle is here and you never return to the middle before the market keeps going, so this is the maximum sell imbalance here. Some buyers were found and then it got overwhelmed by more sellers. That's a better way to say it. So now we've drawn this point A, this point B, and this point middle. Okay, middle was never achieved, which means equilibrium was never found, and sellers continue to overwhelm the market. So from this particular setup, now A is locked in place. A is just called anchor point. And if you take Rocket Scooter's risk interval number and you draw a certain distance from A and you draw a purple line, that purple line is a guaranteed high volume pivot to the penny. That's how good it is. Like market will get right up to it and start asking itself, are we breaking down today? The minute you get to it, let's see if I can show you guys. Once you get to it, it is like the first place you hesitate. And then the minute you start breaking through it, the volume goes chaotic. So on the other side of that purple line, volume goes apeshit. And you can almost see the difference. Like market's selling off, volume is like here, volume is here, volume is here. And then right when we start getting very close to the purple line, does everybody see how volume gets chaotic and like increases? Does everybody see that? About here, MHP break is the first irrational signal there, which was there. So once MHP is broken, volume increases. And once catalyst is active, volume increases even crazier. Do we all see that, chat? Everyone in chat? Can we get some love for the catalyst, chat? You see this? Any questions? Any questions? Did I buy ES? Whoops. I meant to buy some NASDAQ there. I just noticed I bought ES on accident. Whoopsie. That's okay. We'll probably open and dump anyways. Why'd I go long then? Just because. This is still eval, so I'm just taking a bet that we get out of the catalyst and lead up into earnings. This is just eval, so I don't even care. Gear brain type stuff. Thanks for explaining. Yeah, so the idea becomes what the risk interval is, it's exploiting that risk range where we call, CME calls it risk acceleration. So when you get to sort of that level First of all, our monthly hedge pressure level is a guaranteed high volume pivot. Once you get to it, there's your volume. When you break through it, you see how there's this massive candle on breaking MHP? Huge, huge, huge volume around it. Immediately when you break monthly hedge pressure, volume starts to increase like crazy. Chat, wake up. Do we all see this? Did everybody here in chat see how volume just goes out of control the minute you go from rational to irrational? This is from the boot camp. Y'all notice that, right? Here, and then when you break here, it gets even crazier. Like volume goes up, and then it's like, you can see how it's like curving higher. We see that, right? The spikes are curving higher. So the minute you break through that, like linear versus accelerated risk causes curvature of volume. You exponentially bump traders. So when Catalyst is active, volume is absolutely out of control. So the idea is you can prove the moment that happens. That's why Rocket Seeder stuff is so good, because we have that exact moment in time when volume goes out of control. And you can even see it right here. The minute you go from positive to negative gamma, that volume starts to climb. Easy as that. And then now my bet is, well, maybe we'll get back to the right side of this. So it's not the best opening in the world, but I'm gonna throw it on some evals just for shits and giggles and do some opening market gambling, which is purely gambling. So don't copy what I'm doing. Please don't. I'm just gambling. You copy what I'm doing, that's paddling. Ooh, Lucid's completely down. I'm trying to log into it and see what I got. I wonder if I should reset these just to give me a chance to trade them later. I don't care about DLL. When I hit DLL, I consider it MLL. I'm like, I'm not gonna wait another day. I'm so impatient. Teacher caught you sleeping at your desk. Wake up. Wake up. ICUP. Every time I hear ICT, I always think ICUP. Big brain stuff. Big brain stuff. Why'd I go long then? Because I'm a degenerate gambler. No, I'm just kidding. No. Seriously, these this is just betting that because we're going into earnings, that we're not gonna have a on Sundays around. It's the bet is that we're not going to have a catalyst leading up into earnings. There's big earnings tomorrow. So either we're pre-pricing something in, but my thought is either A, we're crashing out, then okay, that makes crazy amount of sense. Fed tomorrow, Microsoft, Meta, Google, Amazon tomorrow. I think Apple Thursday. One of the A's is Thursday, one of the A's is Wednesday. Tomorrow's like a huge day. So my thought is maybe this just sort of in the sort of, you know, flavor of what we've been seeing, that we just kind of get right back up to where we were at. And we'll see. We shall see. We shall see, folks. The question being, DD ratio greater than half, we should be up here. Now, I don't know what caused the market to be selling. Maybe war back on, somebody said. But I'm going to tell you, I feel like the market's sort of expired on this war-based crazies. You know what I'm saying? I never know what to read anymore. The UAE's OPEC exit will help the country meet changing demand. Blah, 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 blah. So was there any kind of news-related, war-related news last night? Somebody fill me in. What happened with Iran stuff last night? I'm assuming there was some kind of Iran news or something. Somebody say, where am I picking up? Blah, 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 blah. So full porting long then, that's the play today. Find your max contract size. Kidding. I'm kidding. It was around OpenAI. UAE left OPEC. OpenAI missed. Yeah, okay, so there was no Iran stuff. Somebody said something that the war might be back on. Ew. Ooh. Okay. My thought is we're close to MHP on the S&P, so huge gap down. Maybe we rolled a half gap. Maybe we trade up. We'll see if I can get some like max position on these bad boys or something. What do we got here? That's like the first kind of crazy big scare we've had in a while. Y'all think we roll it? I think we roll up. What do y'all think? Trump just likely not to consider any deal since Iran won't address nuclear. All right, we're gonna buy the dip then. Why not? Why not? Why the heck not? What's the worst that can happen? Did I want to grab some? That's okay. So we are opening below DD bands. The market's highly irrational. If we get above it, then we're good. If this is a big sell-off day, we just bounce and turn around. So, guys, do me a favor, smash the like button before we get started here. We are at 237 likes. Abysmal, abysmal, folks. I thought you guys loved me, Neon, and Brad more than that. A like is like a hug in my world. You know, bring it on in. Come on, let's have a hug. 500 turns in the first giveaways. First giveaways. What's the best firm for 50K? TPT or My Fund of Futures are the two best 50Ks currently right now. God, I wish we had a website that can help me figure that one out. Oh, wait, we do. Prop Score. Let's go there and check it out. Accounts. 50K. My Fund of Futures 50K Rapid is currently the best 50K end of the day drawdown in the business. Take Profit 50K ranked up there as well. My Funded Flex 50K. My Funded Pro 50K. These actually rank very high. Blue Skies 50K is pretty good. Funded X is good. Trade A is good. Lucid's good. Funded Seats good. Funded Next is good. Everything else. We could send your million likes. Just pack it up in a box, send it on over. I'm cool with it. Let's make some money today, champs. Where are my champs in chat? Raise your hand if you're a champ. Throw a rocket in chat if you're a champ. Are you gonna be a champ today? What's today's bias? I don't know. I longed. I just longed like the degenerate trader that I am. Let's just long for funsies. Why? Like, what's the worst? What's the worst that can happen? Lucid's website is down. Do I have some? Do I have some rockets in chat? Do we got some? We got some love. You got it. That makes me feel good. Do you think it'll pull back and hit the middle? Maybe. I think that leading into such big earnings and Fed tomorrow, unless somebody has some news we don't know or they're taking profit before it and this is a big ass sell-off day leading into tomorrow, I'll be very confused. But I'm like, okay, we haven't seen a big ass dip in a long time. This market's been so bullish. Maybe this is that just opportunity where it just crawls up and crawls up and crawls up and crawls up. Well, we shall see. We shall see, folks. Champ. Are we a champ or are we chumps? Are you a champ or are you a chump? There was no new catalyst everybody's reaching. Yeah, it seems that S&P is stabilized and Nasdaq's gonna probably test that in a little bit and see what we have. See what we got going on there. You know, what I want to do really quick, I feel like today's a day for jams though. I feel like the chill music is good, but I really feel like this is a day for jams. And speaking of jams, I gotta add Brad's newest song to the jams list because honestly, I'm in love. Very hard for me to be in love. I've been hurt before, so I don't love easily. But I love this song, and the song is one of the best songs I've ever heard. And it's somewhere. There it is. Hey, what's up?
Hi.
What is going on with this speed and accuracy? You know what?
I saw this is 8:26 and your arc is open in 3 minutes. I didn't want to get in your way.
Thanks, doll.
Bye.
You smell nice. What you wearing there?
My hair.
Oh my God, she's so funny. Wait, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Well, I'm still here. Okay, name. I'm still here. Okay. Gonna add it to the list. We're gonna save the list. All right, we're getting ready to get open. 3 minutes now from guys. So we get to hit the like button. Let's go. Thumbs up below the stream. 312. All right. You guys have 3 minutes to get to 500. 500 at the start, or giveaway bonanza's canceled on the 30th. Getting them thumbs ups. Upsies. Click it, click it, click it, click it, click it. Hurry, 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 hurry. Now we are opening below DD band. Market's highly irrational at this point. Catalyst is active on NASDAQ. Be very careful that it's not going to just jolt our place. I'm playing with a couple evals just to have some fun with it. You need the bonanza. Do you guys like putting bonanzas in your cereal? Huge fan. Nothing better than Cheerios and a bowl of bonanza with it. You guys still here? If you're still here, hit that like button. Let's go. All right, we are opening with a massive gap down S&P. We're going to watch resilience right out the door. First thing we're going to see. Irrational market. Be very careful. We take resilience with a grain of salt. Catalyst levels already marked. 188 NASDAQ, 145 S&P. MHP, as long as it holds, we're good. Oh, shit. I forgot I'm in two different things here. Let me go ahead and trim this down so I can buy the dip. I'll play NASDAQ on just this one. I close that ES out. And so this one's already up 4,500 for the day. And we could open and completely die out today. Do you pour your milk first? You should always pour your milk first in the cereal. You guys still here? Gotta pump those numbers up. 381. Oh my God. 1 out of 3 people.
Time I broke my rules. Every time I knew better and didn't do better.
What do we got? Market's opening in like -2 seconds. Oh, nope, 30 seconds. I'm like, there's some big volume there. What's going on at the open here? $10 seconds. Some big volume coming in the minute for market opens. What's up, DD bound on NASDAQ 165 at the low. Upper is 669. Okay, it's gonna be crazy here. It might just sell off. Who knows? Who fucking knows what's gonna happen here? Wait, what's going on with the wee woo here? Some kind of news at the open? Like literally at market open, there's news, huh? Hold on. Where the hell is all my stuff at? Oh, here it is. What is that? Trump, Iran, literally at 8:30, talking at the moment. Mark, Iran just informed us they're in a state of collapse. They want us to open their moves as soon as possible. Truth Social. Literally a catalyst at market open, an event. Oh my God. Oh my God. An event, market open. What on earth will we, the minute the market's open? Trump coming in like a champ there. Who knows what kind of news this is? let's get our data coming through. Negative, resilience negative. Resilience negative. Can we get some good stuff on this one? What a great song. Hold on. Let's play some jams. Hold on. I just had one NASDAQ contract, so let's just... This is an eval, so I'm just playing with some profits here. Well, that doesn't look so hot. I don't know, my liquidity maps aren't showing up here. What the hell? Oh, it's okay. We still have a minute. This is the world's longest minute I've ever seen. I'm here thinking it's like 5 minutes after market open. All right, should I have some more fun with this one? Let's see if we get... Catalyst is active in NASDAQ, pure Catalyst active right now, so it's just a gamble at this point. I'm trading an eval, just to have some fun with it. Okay. Oh, that's why I was wondering what happened, like my... There we go. Ooh, liquidity pocket. All right, let's have some fun with that. Cool. We actually have a liquidity pocket down here. That's actually good enough. All right. Let it ride. Let's go. Up, 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 up. DD ratio 86. Get up there. Go up to MHP today. Holding through that. Let's see. Maybe we get lucky here. Liquidity pocket. The market's there's gonna be a resistance here. So this way there is resistance. Let me get a better color. There's resistance off of these levels. So, but there's support at the bottom. With what we've seen the last couple weeks, is very strong support there. Very, 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 very strong. But there's also cat resistance, DD band resistance. But we have 85 on the ratio. So once it fights through here, it could pop. The minute it pops, you're gonna see a green candle that goes all the way up here. You're gonna see literally an 80-point green candle if it just comes out of nowhere. NASDAQ, S&P supporting bull zone at the open. Resilience now positive on the S&P. Everything's primed for the S&P to rally from here. So we'll just cross our fingers on that. Now, again, NASDAQ's catalyst might pull us down, but the bet is to the long side here. It's looking good. Looking good. I love, yeah. So it's gonna be choppy now. News catalyst, whatever. Opening the straight, whatever. Let's just get it. Let's get a big pop. Pop it, pop it, pop it. Come on, market. What's happening with Lucid? Lucid's website seems to be down right now. Oh, no, it's back up. It's back up. I was able to log in. Looking good for me here. Service unavailable. Wait, hold on, hold on. The dashboard is there. I don't think you can buy anything yet. It looks like the site is up, but you can't buy anything at Lucid. Come on, come on. Let it rip. Let it rip. Come on. DD band. Now, here to here is a play. As an interrupt, one can trim their position there if they were long. Not investment advice, though, of course. We can't give you guys investment. Well, I guess in prop trading, we can give you all the investment advice you want. It's paper trading. So, do whatever you want with your paper accounts, guys. Do whatever you feel like you need to do with your paper accounts, fellas. I love that song so much. Oh my god, they're playing all my favorites this morning. All the favorites are coming through. All right, let's just take that just to lock it in. This is a Lucid account. Get out your surfboards, guys. Put your headbands on, your Hawaiian shirts. Do I wanna, when cat is active, just hold on to it? What do I do here? I've got nothing to lose. Let's see what I got here. Don't any of you tell me that this is not your favorite song. You can pick up the pieces. Wait, it sounds like who? Sounds like OAR. I remember that band. Risk interval saved. Your trading is literally your favorite. That's such a good one, right? No, it's all right. I trade with risk intervals. Okay, so resilience has just went negative. We can be careful here. Let me lock in some of this. Let me leave just a couple of accounts on as runners. So Lucid's website's coming back on slowly. I know it's all right. We know the risk intervals. Kind of trying to push it above the cat level on Nasdaq. Now, resilience is very, very, very negative on Nasdaq. That's crazy. S&P is also negative, so be careful, guys. I don't think we're going to hit the yellow line and break through it. We have some deterioration. Some of the stocks are selling. Let's be smart about it. What do we think, guys? What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Let me lock some of this in. I just want to hold for it, or just kind of, let's just. I'm trimming a lot. So after I got this, I'm kind of trimming a lot. Resilience is negative. We're hitting the up. We got a yellow line there. Oh no. It's gonna be kind of risky if we go through it. None of the signs are rally signs. SP's making go for it. I bought the dip on all of this at the open, like right at the open. I longed in a couple of accounts when we dipped. I longed in everything else, and I just started closing most everything out. Yeah, I don't know. What are you guys thinking? Market dead? Are you gonna die today? You know what the worst feeling in the world is? When you're making a bunch of trades and then you right click in your, a new account, you're like, okay, I'm gonna jump in on this account too, and you accidentally long when you should have shorted, and you're like, fuck, I just blew up all my accounts. You know what I'm saying? Because you counter trade on accident. Have you ever done that before? I've done that with TPT a couple times. Because I have the accounts, like I don't have DOMs open, I have the accounts, and I'll just right click and buy and right click and buy and right click and buy. Have you ever done that before, where you right click and you're accidentally on, and the minute you open the trade, you go, fuck! Everyone that you had open is busted? Dude, it's painful. Painful. Yeah. You wanna be like maybe I'll just close it fast enough, nobody will notice, but they always notice. The train got me. Okay. trying to save itself. Yellow line. Let me take profit here. Take a profit. Take a profit. Taking profit. All right, we're done. I'm gonna take profit. I closed out. That was a nice long, beautiful, beautiful trade as always. Rocket scooter boogie. That's what I thought was gonna happen, but good deal, good deal, good deal. Cat, no cat, yellow line, SP negative res. So again, like I'm not gonna jump into this. I got what I got. I'm happy on that. But who knows? It might still be like crazy weird. Leading to earnings. Here's the haul for the day. My two little lucid casualties. Ooh, ooh. What's that? 15 grand on my. So this is my. This one right here is one final. So these 1, 2, 3, 4. These 5 are TPT Pro accounts. They're. And this is one TPT eval that's being flipped. So this is the last flip day on this one. So I have 9 past evals and 1 still working. And then of those 10 that passed, I bought 10 last week and they immediately passed them. And then 5 of them are funded. So you can only have 5 at a time at TPT. I love TPT so much. Dude, I've milked TPT. Remember that last account I had made 60K, 10K every day? And these are all Lucid accounts. This is a mix of Lucid Flex and Lucid Pros. Half of them are funded. Half of them are still evals. This one on screen is still an eval. I wish this was real, but it's the eval still. Dynamic numbers not on the platform. I think Rocksteer's kind of wacky. Wait, your dynamic numbers not on the platform? They're not. We don't have dynamics on the platform yet. We did, but there's kind of a. We kind of pulled it. You have to do them manually still. Great trade opening W. Yeah. So this liquidity pocket, when you look on Rocket Scooter, you can see liquidity pocket is bear zone to bull zone play. 90% of the time, this trade works when confluence is there. So if you look at the actual guide here to here, when DD ratio is greater than half, hit it with a normal size trade from gray to gray. So gray to gray. The problem is we have interrupts along the way, and this popped into a yellow line. I closed everything out. Traders, who here longed to close out a yellow line? That's textbook, my friends. Textbook Rock Scooter 101 stuff. Textbook. Exit on that interrupt. Textbook Boot Camp 101. Boot Camp 101. ARB is negative 80. Fuck this market. I'm out. I'm out of the longs. I got that. I'm done. Textbook. Good stuff. And I don't even, it's funny thing is I don't even tell you guys, hey, get in here, hey, do this. I don't do any plays, any call outs. You guys just know. Now, can it break through yellow and keep going? Yeah, but it's gonna be very rare. Let's look at all the pieces. Resilience, negative. We got resistance there, resistance there. Yellow line is interrupt. It's a coin flip here. It's likely to follow the path of flow. Now the liquidity pocket is support from here. Easy to see that. And you can see on the algo, it tells you support or resistance. You piece it all together. Resistance, maybe resistance. So like the yellow is sort of like a launch point, but it's a big interrupt to any kind of move to the upside. And when you hit it, it's very, very, very hard to go through it. So support this way, resistance this way, resistance that way. And when you piece it all together, this is a literal A+ setup in the middle of all of it. So now it's going to be a fight. Now this could take off, but we try to trade the things that are easy to see and easy to make sense. So this was a no-brainer right there. That was a free 180 points in NASDAQ, worth whatever that is, 30, 40 grand. Well, some of that's still eval. So let me say that Lucid, I think like the this one was, I think these 3, 1, 2. I think this one. Okay, so this one is eval. This one's funded. This one's funded. And these two are funded. So it's like basically these 4 are the funded ones. Everything else is still eval. So this is my first week with Lucid. I started last week, but it's been a week total. So about 10K from Lucid and about 15K. So about 25K today is really good. Now we need to watch the stocks. And also if resilience goes better than 0, then the market's going to flip its polarity. If this white line right here goes above 0, then this has a potential to want to push through and go through. If we achieve recovery on yellow, then it's going to just rally for the rest of the day and probably rally all this back up. So we'll see this. MHP break. MHP is also resistance. Now the obvious thing is, you know, this market's been so bullish. Let's just jump in and long it back to the top, which is pretty possible, right? Everybody's been waiting for a dip like this to get it on, and here it is. What's your belief system, guys? Which market deity do you worship today? Barry, god of all the bears? Or what's the name for a bull? Bully. Bully, the god of all bulls. Who's the winner today? Not Barry today. Hey Barry! What's up, Ralph? Barry and Ralph. These are our bear and bulls. If I was to name a bear and a bull cartoon, I'd call it Barry and Ralph. Ralph sounds like a good bull name. So if Lucid, can you actually so Lucid is having an issue with Cloudflare. I just looked it up. So they're having issues with their DNS resolvers over at Lucid Cloudflare. Rip the bully who kicked your ass in grade school, pretty much. So the DNS issues with Lucid via Cloudflare. Resilience has just went positive, so something jumped through the other side of half gap. It looks like it was it's meta today. You want to see something gnarly? I showed this earlier. Look, check out my hand. Hold on. Look here. Look at my finger. Look at that. Look at huge blister, guys. Check that out. Ooh, cooking burn. I'm dealing with that today. So that's gnarly, huh? I was cooking some toothfish for my girlfriend, apparently. Fingers prego, dude. It's gnarly, man. It's the size of it's like the size of a dime. Chew it off. Like, that is always the most, like, you know, you're staring at it like, do I just poke it with the needle? Do I just pierce it? Put some honey on that? I was cooking some toothfish for my girlfriend. Some Chilean toothfish. So Chilean sea bass, is everyone correcting me, it's not really a thing. It's a marketing term. Well, you know what? You know what? You think you're all so smart? Can I tell you something? Vegetable's not even a real thing. Your mom lied to you and says eat your veggies. Vegetable is a culinary term. Ain't no such thing as a vegetable. All vegetables are fruits of the plant they grow on. In your face, toothfish. You think you got something on me, Pete? Oh yeah, there's no such thing as a vegetable. Bring it. I got you. Let's have this debate. Your life is a lie. Vegetable is a culinary term. A vegetable is a savory fruit. Fruit is a sweet fruit. Bring it, Pete. I got you. One on one. I feel like two people like you know, jousting, you know, like Princess Bride style. You know, throwing like trading wit with each other. Would throw out these like stupid facts like that. Oh yes, there's no such thing as sea bass. Why, how dare you? Oh yeah, vegetables are a lie, sir. Oh, you've gone too far. Paching, paching, paching. I learned that in restaurant. Some snotty, you know, some snotty fucking culinary school grad showing off that he paid attention in school. Did you know vegetables really aren't a real thing? I'm like, really? Yeah, he's like, it's just what we call them in restaurants. You know, technically everything on a plant is a fruit. And I was like, oh, because we used to think like what makes something a vegetable? Is it the seeds? Is it the whatever? They just say that so that's, you know, that it's not a sweet thing. He lied to us. Liars. That's what I've been told. So anyways, all vegetables are technically fruits. Fruits are the part of a plant that helps spread the seeds so the plant can propagate. Fruits come from flowers. So anything that comes from a flower is technically called the fruit of a plant in biology. Big Soap is lying to you. Jason, don't even get me started on soap. Oh, I could talk for hours. Big Soap is a lie. Today's giveaway brought to you by Big Soap. Let's just get started with that really quick. Guys, smash the like button because I really want to. We're gonna get going here. Hold on. Here's my bot. All right. First and foremost, friends. Wait, loyalty. That's the wrong thing. Let's get back to it. Where's our first giveaway? Let's do a giveaway first. Have some fun with it. We glad we closed the yellow line, huh? Super smart. Yellow lines and the yellow lines is a very strong resistance. This margin buffer limit pivot, we all know it's a huge resistance. Type in Big Soap in chat. That's the. Don't let Big Soap get to you. Did you hear that? I know they're listening to me. Be careful, guys. Don't let Big Soap find out you know you're onto their game. Big Soap has been lying to you from the start. Soap is a lie. Big Soap is a lie. Use a cap full. Guys, listen. When they say use a cap full of laundry detergent, it's a lie. They want you to use like 20 times the amount you need. You just need a teaspoonful. You don't. Thermodynamics. Trust me, I'm a chemical engineer. Listen. 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 Unless your clothes are heavily soiled with grease or oil, just your natural armpit sweats and shit, you just need a little bit. I promise. Test it out. Just put in a couple teaspoons full of your laundry soap. It'll come out just as clean. A capful. Oh, guys, drinking the Kool-Aid. What was that? Did you hear something? They're here. They heard us. Shut it down, guys. We gotta go. I'm just kidding. Trust me, I'm a chemical engineer. Famous last words, right? Trust me, guys. I'm a chemical engineer. It's okay. But it's on fire, sir. It's okay. Trust me, I'm a chemical engineer. Just get in there. Just get in there. Damn good affiliate marketing. By the way, use code SCORE when you check out with Tide Pods, 20% off. That's funny. No, I'm regurgitating a joke from my Thermo 2 professor, Dr. Peter Vekalov. He actually had many accolades. He discovered a new type of crystallization. Like, who just discovers something like that? We found a new way proteins crystallize. Like a new state of matter in a way. Like, fucking kick ass. This guy was awesome. He's Russian. Half of his. Oh, you have a mixture of 60% water and 40% ethanol. You only call these vodka? Just one or whatever. He'd always, all his references were always vodka jokes. It was really funny. He was one of my favorite professors I ever had. He was one of the smartest guys I ever knew in my life. He was amazing. But he always would make jokes like the Big Soap thing. I'm regurgitating his jokes a little bit. He would say, soap is a big lie, and and we talk about thermodynamics, how soap would work, and he talk about how people, So, these are engineering level jokes. So anyways. All right, type in Big Soap. Rocket does not work on FundNX Bolt account. FundNX Bolt account is they give us like another one for it. I don't know. Like honestly, FundNX needs to get their coupon shit together. It always seems to be like a special coupon or a special number. I don't know what our code is for Bolt anymore, but it works for every single other one. Let me ask folks. Let me ask them really quick. A little birdie told me that Brad has a birthday coming up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna book a pedicure session for me and Brad. You know, girls get mani-pedis. We're gonna get man-pedis. As I heard last night that Brad's never had anybody touch his toes for money. Let me tell you, bro. You're gonna love it. What y'all say? Sit with our Game Boys. What did IDOC said? Because she'd take me every once in a while, and I take my Steam Deck and I sit down and just play video games while I'm chilling. So she was like, she took me like a couple weeks ago, or a month ago actually. We sat there, and I was like, "Give me the best thing you got." I bought the like Hawaiian tropical package. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't even read it, but they did like. They took a bag of like melted wax and threw my leg in and like squished this hot wax around. Then like they took it off and then they put like cucumber strips on my leg. I'm just sitting there and IDOC's laughing at me taking photos of it. And I freaking had like a mayonnaise cucumber salad on my shins. She's like, "How do you feel after this?" I was like, "I don't know. I got to sit in a massage chair." It took me every once in a while. I never did my manicure. I'm a man. I just bite my nails. Come on. We do it the real way. But every once in a while, IDOC will take me to go. You're still very unsure. You don't get anything out of it, but it's like an hour-long foot massage for the most part. But they clip your toenails and stuff. Like, and they file it, and dude, the sound of like it's so jarring to me. It's like the sound of a popsicle stick scraping on your teeth. Every time they do it, I get like ugh. She takes me like once a year when she goes or something. All right, big soap. Today's giveaway. First giveaway is sponsored by ETF. We have a 10K account. We give one of those away every single day. I'm gonna spin the wheel. Yeah, like I'm gonna ask them like, what is our code for Bolt? I don't even understand. What is our code for Bolt? They are saying score doesn't work for it. Let me text the guys to find it next. Short skis. You're so confused with the indicators, the market going opposite. Okay, so let me tell you guys, Rocket Scooter, you guys have been through the boot camp. Explain right now why the probability is very high that the market's going opposite the indicators. Any specific thing we got going on there? Congratulations, Short Squeeze. Go to the Discord, link in description below. Go to the YouTube channel and send a message to Slacks or admin. Cat active, right? We had that. Also irrational, right? We had DD band break. We had all that stuff this morning. So when you are in MHP break, when you are irrational, the market's going to sort of like rational is the index. Rational is the index moves, or the stocks move, and the index goes with it. Irrational is when they sort of like detach from each other, where they're both sort of independently. Every man for himself. Everyone's trading all these things, right? Rational markets, stocks move, index will go with it, and they just sort of tend to. So they're out of sync. And so when you have MHP breaks, DD band breaks, or a catalyst active, you're completely irrational and out of sync. So when you're out of sync, there are going to be some delays. Right now, you had some stocks break through half gap and then immediately fall back to the other side. Open up your events feed to take a look at that. Events feed here. We see all this together. Amazon is crossing up. Tesla's crossing down. You're getting a lot of switcheroos. So let's open up two of those stocks and see what they both look like. Amazon's got earnings tomorrow or Thursday, one of those 2 days. So you see how Amazon is bull long up and also hitting half gap and holding. Amazon flip-flopping is enough to create some kind of flip-flop effect and resilience. So again, some of the stocks are kind of at that turning point where it's like, which way is it going to go? We don't know. But right, so in all honesty, what you do in this environment is you understand that in general, the market's still bullish. We haven't lost this yet. We have yellow line resistance, which is exactly what you want to see. And while some stocks went positive for a little bit, we're now below. Resilience is less than 0, so now half gap is back to being resistance. And this is exactly what you expect to see. And this is back to being resistance. And this is being support. So now S&P is doomed to chop inside of here. NASDAQ is doomed to chop inside of here. And it's exactly what we've traded so far. Why didn't I long at DD? I could have, but because we're below yellow line on S&P, I don't really believe that we're going to break through it. Instead, what I'd rather see, because we all teach you guys that these margin buffer limit pivots are very strong resistances that can crash the market. Two things: when markets are irrational and I want to lean on one or the other, S&P is what I look for stability, not NASDAQ. Okay, so I want to look for D. Yes, I can long on NASDAQ DD and maybe take the risk, but because we're irrational, I'm not going to trust NASDAQ's DD as where the market supports. We need to see the S&P. So the S&P hits its own DD band, I'm more likely to buy from there. But because there's an MHP break, I'm only going to trade it with a micro. I'm not even going to touch it heavy. So today we're kind of in a weird spot because things are disintegrating to hit these stronger pivots. When irrational, NASDAQ DD is not the play. Trust the S&P. Oh, by the way, the giveaway in Discord, chat, join the Discord. All right. If you haven't joined the Prop Score Discord, oh my God. Do you guys know Rocket Scooter is about to have its 10,000th paid Discord member? Paid. We're not even a free Discord. Prop Score is a free Discord though. Just like Rocket Scooter, except bigger. It'll be bigger and it'll be freer. We talked to you about this. What's up, Big Doggy? Cannot continue to see you using the pink marker if I have to remind you again about using green. I'll have to confiscate your accounts to Lucid Trading Desk. Can't use the pink marker anymore. All right. Well, you got to pick a color that kind of fits in. All right, chat. Choose a color that works for my drawing. Is blue okay? What do we got? I've been warned by Lucid that said if I continue using a pink marker, they're gonna fail all my accounts if I use pink. Light blue, pink and blue. Hey guys, it's like a gender reveal. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? He drew a blue line. It's a boy. Congratulations. Light blue or light green. I tend to stray away from using green and red because people are colorblind. This is what I learned. Yo, it's popping up again. Real men love pink. I'm telling you. Purple line on the chart, Kyla, is it what we call a catalyst. It's a risk interval below a sell imbalance that never found equilibrium. So once we identify an anchor point sell imbalance, a risk interval below becomes a magnet point for the market being stable or not. Does everybody see how accurate this is to the penny? I did this calculation pre-market. Do you see how the market's asking the question? What do we do at this risk range? This is so crazy that it's that accurate, but this is something we discovered a decade ago. It's an exploit of a program the CME group created called SPAN, and you guys know me, hacker programmer extraordinaire. CME SPAN. And we utilize some of the, and it sets margin requirements, and we reverse engineered the margin requirements to come up with these ideas of rational boundaries, where market has risk acceleration or accelerated risk ranges and then stability. We can calculate this point exactly on a big move. And so it was one of our first claims of fame back when we used to trade on YouTube when I traded oil, back in 2016. I had a line I can draw on the chart and oil would fall right to that line and just kind of hover at it. People thought it was magic. It's really just control. The CME group executes a fair bit of control in the market. I'm still here. As a dad to two girls, pink is not that bad now. I have a buddy of mine from high school. He was an Air Force pilot, fighter jet pilot. Then when he got out of the Air Force, he flies for Spirit, I think now. He's my age, 40s. And one of my buddies, just growing up ever since we were kids. And he's like the manly man, military man. You met military men. He's just like the manly man it is. So him and his wife have 5 daughters and no sons. He's a great human being. My buddy from school. Him and 6 girls. His wife and his 5 girls. I run into him from time to time. They kept trying, yeah. But I thought that was kind of his destiny. That song name is I'm Still Here. It's on the song submission channel. So while the market is still kind of fighting to be bullish, it's still going to be a fight. So with the S&P, I want to see confirmation that we break through that and things get better. See, some stocks are trying to push, and I don't know what that is, so we're going to take a look. It's Apple today and Nvidia are fighting the halfway point. So keep an eye on Nvidia, because Nvidia is going to be like a big telltale sign. If Nvidia picks up momentum at 213, then we're going to rally through there. Now watch Apple too, because Apple's also in half gap, and also Apple also has earnings too. And if Apple loses MHP, we can sell off pretty hard today. So I'll tell you, as much as I've been trading these like big sell-off days, this does not feel like the day that rallies back up to the top. Now it might, it just doesn't feel like it. The days like this that move, pick up that momentum and move pretty quick. But right now, people are sort of like left and right because earnings tomorrow, right? The big earnings tomorrow are going to be a big shaper of this market. Now, we are surviving catalysts on NASDAQ, which is good. This is good for the bull side. My question here is, do I long or do I not long? And the absolute question is, I am absolutely 0% chance going to short this whatsoever. ARB jumping back and forth to 88. Yeah, that's an Nvidia half gap break. That's how much market cap Nvidia has in the freaking index. That's exactly what our Nvidia is going to do on ARB. It's even stronger on NASDAQ than it is on S&P. So it looks pretty good. Resilience jumping all over the place. It might be worth a gamble. We'll see what it looks like though. Doesn't look too bad. Let me give it a little bit more time here. We are bouncing off MHP to the upside, which is great. Today's trade I made, I bought here, bought some more there, closed out there, and I've done nothing else. Feels really good. I'm up. This is like 25 G's today. Baby. Baby. Good morning. Well, hello. Hello, Captain Farkas. Of the SS Papa Les. Report for duty, sir. So score code these days, score code. Our code everywhere is no longer rocket scooter. Score code. Let me make sure I have a bot posting that in chat like every 5 seconds so we can remember. Our code is now called score everywhere. With the exception of TPT, it's the only one that hasn't changed yet. What's up? What's up, Bagel?
I'm leaving.
Where you going?
Your food. I made so much good breakfast.
Where you going?
I'm gonna go do my hair.
Why are you?
Look at these roots. They're atrocious, guys. Look at these roots.
I'm more concerned of why you're out of breath.
Because every time I need to see you, I have to climb 3 flights of stairs.
You look nice.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Harley keys. Where you going? Oh, what do you got? What are you hiding? Who are you going to
I
see?
have something in my back pocket.
In the phone.
Oh, the other one.
What the hell is this?
Oh.
Who drives a Jeep? Why do you have a Jeep key in your pocket? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a second here. Whose Jeep key is this? We amass and accumulate cars over here. I swear to God, every time we pull up to the gate, our security guard is like, "Who are you?" "Oh, it's you guys again." They've seen the Maserati. In the last 3 weeks, they've seen Maserati, they've seen the Ferrari, they've seen the Aston Martin, they've seen the RAV4, they've seen your parents' car.
Yeah.
They've seen this Jeep that you've been like hauling around. She got a Jeep too that's a company temp car. You turning this in today or what?
Because I can't handle it. I can't be part of the Jeep frat, guys. Like literally, I feel like an imposter. People are honking at me, putting ducks on my car. Like,
Yeah.
no.
So
We're not doing that.
They gave her like before they give her her real like she gets a company car, and before they give it to her, she get like this temporary. They gave us this like rental Jeep because they're like, here's a temp car until we get you your real one. It came to us dirty, it hadn't been washed. It was just like, and we've been hauling around like groceries, and I've been picked up grass in it one day.
Jeeples are weird. Yeah.
Ducks
what's
on the car.
What's the death wobble? You know there's a whole Jeep culture, right? It's a cult. People put ducks on each other's cars, they honk at you, they...
How is traffic? It's going pretty good. As a matter of fact, somebody tried to crash our site already on sometime last week. You know how it is with the hackers that we always piss off a bunch of hacker gurus out there. They already tried to DDoS our site, but we defeated them in their tracks.
Chat. I need to see chat in a second. They have to explain to me what the death wobble is.
Hold on. Let me check our traffic on Cloudflare. Hold on.
Ferrari isn't a cult.
Ferrari's absolutely a cult.
We don't put ducks on each other's cars, okay? It could be worse. A Land Rover? I'd rather have a Land Rover. They're nice, especially when gas is paid for.
In our first week, we're getting like 3,000 unique visitors per day to the site in our first week. 3,000, yeah. Total requests, 400,000 requests per day in our first week. That's big.
Yeah. Good conversations. Cars again? Yes, Leslie.
Not bad for first week of site data. With the duck thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm turning the death trap.
Oh, the death wobble like you get with a motorcycle. So the death wobble, yeah, this is a whole thing. You get that with Jeeps. The thing with the death wobble is just to hold on. It'll the gyroscopic motion. It'll always straighten itself out. A death wobble is like when you're riding a motorcycle and then it's sort of like it wobbles like this. So all you do is just don't freak out. It'll always work itself out because because of the momentum of that wants to be straight like a spinning top. It's a steering geometry thing.
Can't hold on to death wobble too hard. Gotta let it.
Yeah, don't like try to fight it. Just let it do its thing. Let me show you a video of death wobble. Hold on.
It sounds like a dance, to be honest.
Did you enjoy your toothfish last night?
My toothfish?
Yeah.
Why is it called a tooth?
That's what you ate.
Toothfish?
Yeah.
Chilean sea bass is called a toothfish.
Did you enjoy eating your toothfish last night?
Yeah.
Let me show you what death wobble looks
Are
like.
you like wrapping me into a joke or something?
No.
Or is it really called a toothfish?
There's no such thing as Chilean sea bass.
What is death wobble? Death wobble is a sudden, violent shaking of the steering system, often seen in off-road vehicles or trucks with solid axle suspension. It typically occurs when the vehicle hits a bump or uneven terrain at certain speeds.
I'm sitting out for the long today, guys, so things stabilize. No more trades for me now.
And front end.
I might
This
take
phenomenon
liquidity
is
bucket
triggered
one more
by
time.
worn or loose components
look
like
at that.
ball joints, tie
that's
rods,
crazy.
track bars,
Okay.
or bushings, often exacerbated by poor alignment or imbalanced tires. Although alarming, death wobble itself isn't directly dangerous if the vehicle is slowed down promptly. However, it indicates underlying mechanical issues that require thorough inspection and repair to ensure safety and proper handling.
But what is considered proper, like slowing down properly?
Just basically like, don't freak out and just like decelerate, like just slow down. Don't slam on the brakes, just like, because you're gonna just have a car smash and you just like slow down slowly. and it'll just straighten itself out. Just keep your hand on the wheel and stay straight. Because it's not like you feel like it's trying to turn you around, but it's wobbling. So you're gonna feel like this. So it's not gonna yank you one way or the other. The tires are trying to get back on track. So yeah.
Like scary. It looks scary. It's like when people skid and they don't know what to do. They turn the wrong way and they flip the car.
Yeah.
I feel like at that point, if my wheel starts to wobble, I'm gonna be like, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, just I wouldn't even like brake. I would just probably let off the gas, to be honest. Like, and also if you're doing it, if somebody slam on the brakes immediately, full slam, just slam. No, just kidding. I would probably just take my foot off the accelerator, and it probably would just slow itself down. Boy, what's up? What's up? Anyways, you look nice. You smell good.
I didn't want to. Yeah, I didn't want to smell bad with all the chemicals going to my hair. Look at these roots. Atrocious.
Aren't you meeting your mom too?
Yeah, afterwards. Atrocious. And then I have to go shopping for 2 outfits.
Is it a Jeep Wrangler? What kind of Jeep is it?
It is a Wrangler.
Is it?
Hey, shut up. I mean, oh, cutie.
Yeah, we have a new security guard out front in front of the gate. So we pulled up, and he's like, every time we pull up, he laughs. He's like, "How many cars you guys got?" That's the first thing he said. Because every single day on his first week, we showed up in a different car.
Yeah, he'd be confused. He's like, "Where are you? Wait, oh."
He's like, "Oh," he's like, "You guys again. How many cars y'all got?" I'm like, "It's a different one every day."
It's like a good problem to have, but also probably the worst problem to have too, especially you live in a place where there's not a lot of parking.
So Harley is asking what kind of dog we have.
Harley guy?
Harley keys? Is that the guy with the Harley?
Really?
Harley Davidson? Did we find your keys? Are you the guy that owns the Harley keys? Oh, he's new. He doesn't know the joke.
Oh.
We found a, so those of you that don't know the joke, after we moved in, I found some keys on my desk, like a bunch of keys. And one was a Harley Davidson key, and one of them was like some kind of Honda or Toyota key. Somebody's keys. It was a lot of keychains. So it was somebody that works and uses a lot of keys. Janitor, I don't know. Like a lot of keys for a lot of stuff.
Nor idea.
We had no idea whose keys are on my desk. We called everybody that had come into this house at some point looking for the Harley keys. Somebody didn't get far without their car, their motorcycle, whatever.
He probably did because they didn't come back.
The conclusion is she's cheating on me with somebody, and he left his keys. He's in the attic somewhere hiding, but we don't know. Or that I'm cheating on her. Tell her. If I was cheating on you with a dude, it'd definitely be a dude that drives a Harley. Though, what happened?
Michael just went
On your earring?
Ear. Yeah. It hurts. Metal in my mouth. Okay, yeah, no, please don't cheat on me with a Harley guy. At least cheat on a guy that has a better.
But he'd be so cool though, you know? Like if I had a bromance, he'd be a cool dude in a Harley. We drink beer together. We go to the Astros together. We'd be cheersing our beers in slow motion.
Do you remember that clip of the dad who was obsessed with the daughter's boyfriend?
Yeah, no, that's the one I showed you. Yeah. Oh, what? Oh God, what's his name? What was that show called?
He wrote a song for the daughter's boyfriend. Sad, whatever.
No, it was Tim Robinson. I don't know if you guys saw that skit with Tim Robinson. It was there was that sketch comedy show with a bunch of the comedians, and he had his one segment in there, and he wrote a song for his daughter's boyfriend. He's like the cool guy. You guys remember the Tim Robinson one? It wasn't his show, not his sketch comedy. It was the comedians. What the hell was that called?
I don't know, but I gotta run.
All right, see you later.
Wait, where's my money so I can do my hair?
I don't have any money. My pockets are empty.
I looted you.
No, I don't have any. I have no money. I made no money today whatsoever. Nothing at all.
Why are you hiding your shit right now? Why are you hiding? What are you hiding? Why are you minimizing?
I'm broke. Okay.
Just kidding.
All right, see you later. I think my wallet's like downstairs or something. All right. Y'all like Tim Robinson? That's kind of like a That's like a licorice sort of thing. You either love or hate Tim Robinson. Do you guys like Tim Robinson's comedy or no? The I Think You Should Leave show? Yeah. Did y'all see the one where you like I made her watch some Tim Robinson the other day. Where he wrote a song for his daughter's boyfriend Jeff, he's so cool. He picks me up on his motorcycle. We drive around the block. Do you remember that one? That's the one she's talking about. Oh yes sir, yes sir. Oh yeah. Raj, king of the slams. Yes sir, yes sir. I got bad news, Dad. Oh, I got good news, I got bad news. Mom's still alive. She's banging my boss, Raj, king of the slams. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love you, Dad. Say it back. Say it back. Say it back. Like some of his skits are pretty damn good. But yeah, it's like a specific kind of taste of a comedian. You have to really like his stuff. Here I go. You saw that one? Or the one where he goes through the drive-thru and he tries to do like the pay it forward thing, and he's like, I want 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 mozzarella sticks. He said, y'all saw that one, right? That's probably one of my... Pick up! What do you want? What do you want, boy? What do you want? What's up? What's up, dude? What's up? All right. What up, man? Get out of the way, I'm doing a thing. Y'all gotta watch that one, it's really funny. Okay, so no trades today. We're still below, no trades anymore from here. I don't think I'm gonna buy lower DD band on NASDAQ. What I wanna do is wait for the liquidity pocket on S&P and see what happens there. All right, bye, Pickle. It's the Harley guy, it's definitely the Harley guy. Did y'all see that pay it forward with Tim Robinson? I don't know if I could, will I get a copyright strike if I play it? Y'all gotta see it on your own. Right? I know, it's okay. So I'm gonna chill on this one for a little bit. I'm not gonna buy the dip here. I'm gonna wait, and if it goes lower, I don't think I'm gonna buy the dip. If this is a big sell-off day, I'm gonna let it do its thing. If there's a long entry point, it's probably from here on NASDAQ. There could be a second liquidity pocket play. We should see what happens there. Did y'all see this one? Hold on.
All right, so here's your small fries and your small drink.
Thank you. You know, I'd like to pay for the guy's meal behind me, too. You know, just pay it forward.
Oh, wow, that's really nice of you.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it'll catch on.
All right, well, you have a great day, sir.
Stop! Please let me go! Please let me go first! I'm doing something!
Hi, can I take your order?
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies, 55 cokes, 100 tater tots, 100 pizzas, 100 tenders, 100 meatballs, 100 coffees, 55 wings, 55 shakes, 55 pancakes, 55 pasta, 55 peppers, and 155 taters.
Okay, that'll be $680.
Okay.
Shit!
You remember this one, Dave? Did you see this one?
Hey, come on, what the hell's going on up there?
Not paying it. You have to! The guy did it for you! You're the guy! Oh, just do it, you're rich! What?
Hey, what the hell's going on up there?
This guy's trying to start a pay-it-forward chain.
55 burgers.
Ah, shit! Look what you did, you rich little fuck! Come on!
That's just so fun.
Pull that shit on me.
Fine. You win. That's fine.
The best part is when the lady goes, she goes back 55 burgers. Like why 55? Like of all things. Anyways, I don't know. I think his stuff is pretty brilliant. Some of it's pretty good. Some of it's hit or miss, but. Paco! Your mom? What? What? Your mom didn't lock you up? You lonely? Oh my god, Pickle's been crazy. So anyways, that's what she was talking about. So he had a skit she was talking about earlier that he's like this cool dad and he like raises his daughter. His daughter grows up. It's like he's playing an acoustic guitar and singing this love song for his daughter's cool boyfriend because he's like the coolest guy he ever knew. He's like, me and Jeff, we ride down the road on his motorcycle. That's what she was talking about that earlier. That's one of the best bits from the show. Yeah, the show was pretty hit or miss. Some of the bits are pretty good though. Did y'all see his new one, the chair one, the chair mystery show, whatever it was? I watched like 3 episodes of it when it first came out because they would come out every week. That was pretty good. He's kind of like, it's almost like Andy Kaufman. You know when Andy Kaufman was a thing? You either loved it or you hated it. It was like a very specific taste of comedy. You really had to just sort of like be a fan of the person and you just get all their stuff. There's not a lot of comedians that are like that these days, where it's like, the chair company was hilarious. Yeah, it's like if you like him, the chair company's good. Yeah. Like Matt, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. An acquired taste. All right, DD Band Nasdaq. If there's a play, it's here. Catalyst is still active on Nasdaq. Be very cautious on this one. It's been a couple hours and we have not started moving to the upside. It could be a little bit more and then market can go sideways and then move. So we'll see. I wonder if Lucid has resolved its Cloudflare DNS issues. Oh, so these right here, these are some of these are flex accounts that just passed. So that's good. So flex accounts will go funded tomorrow. Wait, no, I can upgrade them now. Oh, cool. All right, let's upgrade them. Oh, 2 of them went funded. Okay. Upgrade to funded. Done. Okay. Upgrade to funded. Oh, that's quick. I love Lucid, man. How cool is this? All right, well, I just upgraded some of these to funded. Let me refresh this. It should load up immediately. God, that's so cool. I mean, it's the little things, guys. You know what I mean? Like the little things we take for granted. So that worked. I wonder if they have fixed their Cloudflare stuff. That's very nice. Pop long from here? I don't think so. I don't think today's the day to do it. I think it's proving to me that we're lacking. Now we have some upward pressure on Nasdaq, so I wouldn't be trying to short this still. But it's just not super appetizing for like a big ass long. Like if anything, I could try it with 1 account. But S&P's resilience is positive. So everything is still decent for a long from here. Nothing's bad. The problem is this yellow line rejection is a big deal. If we push through and hold it from here, it's going to go all the way back to fill the gap. So that's kind of want to wait for confirmation first. Nasdaq is hitting MHP. This is hitting yellow line. So for me, confirmation is better than anything. If we break through this, it's a go. So my trade now is to actually take the range breakout trade. It's not to guess that it does happen. It's to take the easy win from here. If we get to the other side, that's an easy win. This will go all the way through those pockets and run up to the top. So this is one where you don't have to be first. You just have to be right. And so if you're right big. So an example here is if we get here, you're in an IP and you guys know how IPs run. This is the Arby's trade. We always talk about this one. Same thing here. If we break through here, we'll pass up to there and hit those levels there. So confirmation is much better than being first on this one, I think. Check DM. Alright. I got you, boy. What you got for me, sir? Ooh, lots of stuff. What up? Oh shit, that's funny, Kyle. Yeah, it was 2 of them. There they were. That's cool that it posts up in the Discord. That's really funny. This week for the meeting, you got to check my schedule. So subscribe to my schedule and see when I'm free, Kyle. Just squeeze me in anytime between 1:30 and any time after 1:30. I'm trying to reset this account right here. This is one of my pros that busted. Well, it's actually not busted. It's DLL, but it only has $300 left on it, so I might as well just pay to redo it. But it's not letting me reset it, so that's the one I just wanted to reset it to keep going. But it's not working. That's kind of cool. Somebody sent it to me. They were like, "Look, Matt, there you are." That was this morning. Yeah, these are the 2 that I just went to find. I didn't even know that was there. One of y'all just sent that to me. See, I'm still how truthful I am. Past 2 lucid flexes. Now they're both funded. Look at that. Trump tweet soon. Right, that's the whole thing, is like a Trump tweet comes out of nowhere. Prop score is now featured at the funded seat site. No way. I am starting to really dig funded seat. Their scores are really good. Oh, let's go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Kick ass. Love it. Little by little, folks. Very neat. Do I have the same levels for silver? We do. So not everything is converted to futures. For me, because I don't have silver data feeds personally. But if you want to look at liquidity maps for silver, you can use SLV, which is an ETF, and SLV has a liquidity map. So you can have this while trading your futures. An example is this map right here is bearish off of the orange and blue. So this is bearish from here, from these levels. So the resistance pressure is this way. So you can see that this is not really a bullish day for silver. So anything that has options, we can run liquidity maps for. So I'm not taking the long here, which has been the smart trade so far. I took that long out the door and I'm chilling. Gold, yeah, same thing. So gold, we can do GLD, right? Any ETF can be good. Gold is in that same sort of boat. Below MHP is really strong resistance, and you guys can see that irrational volume coming from that. Pickle, are you lost? Hey, come here. Sit down. Sit. Hold on. Sit. Roll over. Hey, roll over. Good boy. Hey. Watch this new trick. Hold on, if y'all can see him. Hold on, come here. Come here. Wait. Sit. Hold on. Oh, you notice I don't have a treat. You want to play. Bang. You did it. Listen, okay, ready? Here we go. Sit. Bang. Bang. So good. We taught him bang. When you do that, he goes, ugh. You're not in a trick playing mood today. So anyways, gold MHP break, high volume spikes. If it does support here, there's pressure between the two, but MHP break could be a big deal. Keep your eye on that. Very smart, guys, that I didn't take the long there. Look how good we are today. Yeah, the one thing with funded seed is that it only works with like trade C and some other ones. It doesn't work on Ninja yet, but they're trying to get to it. Funded seed actually turned out to rank pretty high on prop score, which is pretty nice to see. So currently, right, some of our accounts here, we'll do one more giveaway in a little bit. Let me clear the filters here. And one of the neater things about Funded Seed, they actually came out as a 9.0, one of the newer firms out there. A lot of the influencers talking about now, it's like, remember when Funded Next was hot? Funded Seed's now the new hot one. Everybody's talking about it. And they're actually oops. Every time I hear the start of that song, it reminds me, I don't know if you guys know that song, Plowed by Molly. You remember that song? Listen to it. Hold on. Remember that song? Every time I hear that opening, this one. This is our song, but say a prayer for me, say a prayer for me, say a prayer for me, for me. I'm buried by the sound. That's like one of my favorite songs from the 90s. All right, hold up. A little bit selling pressure. Huge bearish run on this one. So good. I'm so glad I'm not long on that one. Pickle, you all right, bud? He doesn't know what to do. I think he's scared of Liliana. Her housekeeper's here today. He's just chilling. Now that iDoc is gone. Catalyst soon to be active on S&P. Yeah, Plowed by Sponge. Dude, such a good song. That opening, because it always opens with that sort of... But this is one of Rogue and the Lamb songs, I believe. Minute long in liquidity pocket again. It's, well, when Catalyst is active, we have a rule, no trading. Like, perfect rule. When Cat is active, no trading whatsoever. That is the rule. The fact that I took a trade at the open was just playing on that opening mechanic. Below, when Cat is active, we don't take trades. It's a sit out automatically sort of rule. Now, that rule applies when S&P is in a catalyst. So you have an option here if NASDAQ is and S&P is not. The option is maybe I can. Like if I try to take a trade here, what's the worst that can happen? Let me just take it just because I can take it. But we'll make it really small. It's probably not a good trade. This is an eval and I have plenty of room to play on this one. I'm not going to touch in any other account though. So the fact that I can take it, but I am very cautionary. I'm taking it in one of these accounts and that's it, just one. Why is market skew better than the usual GX tools? Because the usual GX tools don't have a market maker data feed model. We do. We invented one. The major difference between us and anyone else is our algorithm actually looks at every single order that comes through and filters out what is and isn't a market maker from using math. We actually can understand where market makers are by finding auxiliary trades in other markets. Like an example, if you see somebody buy 50,000 shares of Apple and 500 calls, right? They go hand in hand. So we can find those sort of auxiliary market hedge trades. We have a whole army of server computers that are crunching numbers all day and reading options flow. Every other gamma exposure software, it's OI times gamma. Yeah. Basic stuff. The fact that we can isolate market maker data from the herd of data means actionable pivots to the penny. Hedge pressure being this orange line is one of them. Bull zone being this gray line is another one of them. Yes, sir. So the main difference is that dealers will hedge positions to neutral. Speculative traders won't. And so regular JEX data will be skewed by large out of the money options that aren't hedged. So example would be currently right now, pretend that you have like, let's look at Apple really quick. So say that Apple is trading at 270 right now, and you would look at, say, a gamma exposure model. You might have some kind of like gamma flip point somewhere that's skewed by some large out of the money call, right? That doesn't even mean anything. Some speculative trader can go buy $40 million worth of 290 calls right here that expire tomorrow. They have absolutely zero delta effect. There's zero dynamic hedging on them whatsoever. But the fact that the typical gamma exposure models will be using like every piece of the open interest landscape in the calculation, it skews the gamma flip point towards an option that's not being hedged against. So when you filter out dealer only options, what we can actually do is find options that will be hedged against. Therefore, our flip point is guaranteed high volume pivot because it's the net influx of order flow due to hedging. So maximum gamma is the maximum rate of change of hedging volume. Therefore, it's called a volume spike every time. The fact that it's so accurate to the penny, our flip spot, it's guaranteed high volume every time you touch it. We get it to the penny. So we're exactly right. Other gamma exposure software aren't. They can't give you an exact, this is the pivot that matters, where the flip is. This is where the market maker flip is. You see all that volume right there? It's exactly what's happening. Gamma positive here. It's the net sum of all dealers. They're speckled throughout the entirety of time and space. But this is where the net balance is of all times, all strikes, all expirations right here. So the majority of gamma exposure software is fairly simple. They take the OI array, the OI at every option, then they multiply it by the gamma. It's just a simple thing. And they say, oh, there's a lot of gamma here. There's a lot of OI here. And where's that balancing point? Very rudimentary. Because out of the money, that example, out of the money, Tesla calls or Apple calls or whatever, it won't be hedged against. You're just some speculative trader. You're not a dealer. You just bought those to gamble. So because they're so far out of the money and they expire tomorrow, nobody's hedging against it. There's no effective volume, but it will skew the actual JEX numbers towards it. Gamma, Delta, Alpha, what? Excuse me, are you in a sorority, Uncle Les? Papa Les? Gamma, Delta, Alpha. Let's go. It's rush week over there on the farm. Let's go, let's go. I imagine, bro, I imagine you wearing like a cheerleader outfit in your overalls at the same time. The pigs are running. The pigs are running. The pigs are like, help, get me out of here. Revenge of the Nerds Part 3. Here comes the market makers. There you go. No way trading the personal account anymore. I am. I'm not now, but I will be probably when this Iran stuff is over. I identified it being too dangerous, and it's time to pause the challenge rather than come on here and take $200,000 and $300,000 ups and downsies from Trump tweets and let the Here, I'm just gonna take that. That was a fun $2 grand. I don't really want to be long here. You know, I'm saying like it's too much variability and too much randomness coming from the Trump administration stuff with Iran. So I need to wait at least for a bull market where VIX is below triple B, where Iran is over with, and we passed up earnings. So probably in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month. Am I more likely to take a quicker scalp when conditions are rational like this? Fabian, you nailed it. In and out. That was 2K. Now this is an eval account still, but it needs 9,000 to pass. And so I've made, what, 7,000 so far. Grok create Papa Les and a French yeah. So hopefully that answers your question about what Roxy is. Would a better trade be long from DD in the lighter yellow line? I would say the yellow lines are never long entry points. We don't long off of these things. They're more like interrupts to a longer term market. Example, today the question becomes, if we hit DD and recover on the CAD active, the entry point is here. So today I'm not going to long here because we're irrational. We have two irrationals. I'm going to decide to sit out. Instead, I'm going to wait for it to reclaim here. And I'd be willing to long off of that. Problem is you have MHP interrupt, but MHP res is positive, so it's probably going to break through, and now you're in the middle of an illiquidity pocket. So it could be a really sizable run up. We should be okay. This also is a possible long entry for S&P. It's bullish enough. What do we think? What do we think, guys? Let's see if Lucid's stable here. Let's see if we can reset this account. Which one is this one? So our code going forward, guys, make sure is score, right? With every prop from now, use code score everywhere you go. Oh, he's hiding underneath the. You scared me, bud? He must be scared. I think the maid is scaring him. Okay, so I'm not gonna long this right now. The conditions are good for it, but I'm gonna choose to sit out. This is a pretty good long from here. The problem is with cat active on NASDAQ, gotta trade it small, just like I did earlier, just a couple contracts or micros. Not really the smartest trade to take along, but if you've been waiting for a dip this whole time, I usually don't like days that do this and then do this and then come right back down there. It looks like it's trying to find lower lows. So just be careful today. This is the day you don't blow your shit up. Breaking MHP and cat active, we go all the way down to 7100. So if we break here, the pathway is to there, maybe even to there. That could be there today. I'm not gonna get in the way of this. I feel like it's trying to hold, so all my instincts are saying it's probably gonna hold. But it's too dangerous to engage with a bigger play. But for me. You want your free stuff? All right, got some free stuff for you guys. Oh yeah, I was talking about funded seed earlier. Yeah, so the funded seed accounts actually turned out to look pretty good. The new ones. Now, not all of them are good. Right, what I love about prop score is it's going to tell you which ones are worth it. Some of them are below, they're below 6, so we don't. So anything, just rule of thumb, guys. Anything on prop score that's below a 7, you don't want to trade. Anything that's below a 6, you're dumb if you're trading. It's just not good value. So 8 is average. Anything above 8 is above average. Anything 9 is God tier or better. So in funded seat, the 1-step daily and the 1-step daily pros, these are awesome. These accounts are top tier in the space. Oops, right here. The 1-step daily sprint accounts, they just don't rank that high because the value is really low. The ROI is very small relative to the neighbors. So the way prop score works is it means relative to your neighbors. Everything is graded on a curve. You're not band flies. What's up, bub? So the idea is that what makes a score high or low has to do with everybody. We take every single account and we put them together and rank them all next to each other. So the worst ranked account, an example, ROI score. We put everything into the model. The model spits out all the ROI scores raw. So the lowest score gets set to 5. The highest score gets set to 10, and the middle score gets set to 8. There's 2 separate exponential curves that run this model. It's a curve, like when you go to school and the curve is set by the highest grade, and that's the A. Same thing. So the highest grade is the 10, the lowest grade is the 5. There's 2 separate curves going on. So anything that's a 5 means relative to everything else. That's the smart thing here. It means close to everything else. It's way on the low average, almost one of the worst. But if something is a 9, it means it's one of the best. So you can see how some of the accounts are very low. So this one gives you a very low ROI compared to all the other firms on the sprints. So the sprints aren't really that great. But the daily and the daily pros are awesome. So some firms are like that. They have amazing accounts in some aspects and bad in the other. Phidias has the best static in the business, but all their other accounts are 5s. So when you're looking for hidden gems, you're going to find them. What's really good about these guys, the one-step daily pros are really good. It's the only firm that has same-day payout with no DLL on funded that's end of the day. It's like a take profit that's end of the day with no DLL. It's the only firm that has that, no DLL on same-day payouts, which is good. As you see, Lucid has DLL. It's the vacuum. Yeah, the vacuum's kind of freaking him out. Do I also rank the live accounts? This is not to rank live accounts. And the reason for that is that live account is a myth. And I say that not because they don't exist, but live account is a myth when it comes to any kind of value. It's kind of like saying which airline is better that gives you more leg room in first class. If 99.9% of you are flying in coach, it won't matter to you. So prop score is designed on what matters to the average trader. On the average of what everybody does, nobody makes it to live. I've made it to live in a handful of firms, and the live accounts together all suck. But the problem becomes that the firms always say we have a better live program than those guys, but nobody gets there, right? So the point becomes even valuing the live is unnecessary. All of this is based on the 3 models are minimum first payout. So most people can barely get a payout. So the 3 models we have, you can model scores based on minimum first payout, expected best payout for the day, called the expected model, which is the best daily payout you can get, or the best profit you can make in a day, and then the max monthly you can make in a payout. If we were to add some kind of like provisions for the live accounts at the end of it, you're talking about like on this is the world's worst bell curve. You're talking about like a score accommodation for this amount of people. Most people are fighting just to get a payout, so the score is based on what the majority is doing. And we could like in the future have a live ranking score where we have a separate score for ranking the live program by itself. But it's kind of like saying, you know, who has the best, you know, cocktails in first class. Very few people would take benefit from that. But you know, see what I'm saying? So how about straight to fundeds? Yeah, straight to fundeds are there. Eval to live is there one step. We basically just go all the way to the first payout or the first month of payouts. That's as far as we think most traders exist. If you have the bell curve of all traders, the majority of traders are going to be in like 3 different categories. Number 1 is I just want any payout. I don't care. I don't make money. I just want any payout. And that's basically most people, even the average, are people that don't make a payout. Like if you put everybody on a curve, the average amount of people are like, just give me any payout. I don't care what I can get. I'll be happy with 1. Then a small subset of people are like, you know, it probably even goes further on the bell curve, is like, you know, the best payout I can make in a day, the best first payout. And then there's some career traders that are like, what can I make in a month? Right? That's this group. And there's probably a bunch of people that are like, hey, tell me about the live program. I'm saying any is probably actually goes all the way to there. Most traders are happy with any payout they can get. So prop score takes that into account. The insane failure rate of traders in the prop space to be able to go through 5 consecutive payouts and get thrown to live. It's almost like it almost applies to nobody. So he says the unlock for prop firms, they create a back end administration that allows traders to keep the tax advantages when trading live for the prop. No, traders have to upside live with prop. So Harvey, when you go live with the prop, you're essentially, they give you, depends on how they do it, they give you power of attorney to trade their account. They open an account and your name is on the account and you can trade it. That's basically it. And then the profits that come in, you get some and then they get some. And you get some on a 1256 and they get some on a 1256. You're trading it just like a futures account. So when you get your, you know, your 1099s and all at the end of the year, you're going to have futures income from your props, from whatever you made in the live account. So you basically are you're trading like it's your own live account. It's about tax and how they work for futures. So futures are essentially, when you're taxing futures, like a day trade, you're taxing your capital gains. So whatever you make from futures, you're taxed on. Whatever you lose, you're not taxed on. Just like any other investment. What comes in is taxed at a rate of 60% of your tax liability is taxed at long term capital gains tax, and then 40% of it is taxed at short term. And short term capital gains is like if you have your total bottom line 42 whatever income, your line of income, all your incomes, right? And you have these tiers where your income is taxed at certain tiers, you know, depends on how much you make. The 40% that short-term capital gains gets stacked right on top of that. This is fixed at the long-term capital gains tax rate. This is short-term, which comes in right on top of your income. So if you're already at the 37% bracket, then 40% is taxed at the highest. But all of your day trades and options or stocks are going to be taxed at short-term capital gains. So the best part is 60% of your tax liability in futures is shifted to a fixed long-term capital gains called 60-40 rule. Yeah. So, internet's buffering? It shouldn't be. Internet should be good. Why is my stream buffering? I'm watching it on my phone. It's not buffering. Launch, you get your internet checked. Just refresh, man. It should be fine. Sometimes Wi-Fi's and YouTube's just have a hiccup. Okay, do I want to take a risk here and just pass this Lucid account real quick and just take the YOLO and say fuck it, why not? What do we think? Should I? Should I? Full port it? I'm trying it very small. I need to make 9,000 profit target on this one. Iran deal news. Let's see what's going on with it. So yeah, funded seat, daily pro, and dailies are pretty good. Speaking of that, let's do a giveaway real quick. We got some good stuff coming up. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? What do you want to do today? Camp only $20. Boot camp only $20. Oh, my funded futures. Let's do that. Everyone type in the word buffering in chat. Not big soap anymore. It's buffering, baby. Buffering. Man, I'm just getting lucky just scalping this crap here. Buffering. You scared? You scared, boy? You scared of the maid? And we take that scalp too, why not? In and out. I really don't want to be long here, guys. I just stopped across the S&P pocket. That's all I did.
Margaret sideways, candles lying to me. Wicks up, wicks down, nothing where it should be. No trend, no flow, just a violent sway. Fake breaks galore, every move.
Go to My Fun and Futures, 50K Rapid. One of the best accounts out there. Actually, I think that is the best account out there right now. According to Prop Score. You guys haven't joined the Prop Score Discord yet, please go there. Huge event going on there every day during our beta. We're doing a 1,000 account giveaway. You have to go there, claim your prize. Everybody hop in there really quick. My Fun and Futures Rapid account is considered the best account in the business right now. The 25K Rapid is actually the highest ranked of the Rapid accounts, but the 50K is not that far behind it. So the two best ranked accounts in props right now are My Fun and Futures 50K Rapid. Do you guys trade the Rapids? Beta Squad, what's up? LFG, let's go. All right, guys that trade the Rapids, what do y'all think about them? I'm live with My Fun and Futures, so I can't trade their evals anymore. What are your opinions of the Rapid? Goated? Like, as good as it gets? Anybody trade him? But the part of trailing drawn out? Yeah. They're slightly more difficult. Yeah. Don't care for trailing drawdown when intraday trailing drawdown is painful. It's kind of like take profit, same thing. Personally speaking, you guys don't like the trailing drawdown part of it. Yeah. The flex is not far behind it. TPT, but the interesting thing is the ones that are ranking the highest turn out to be these hybrid accounts. It's kind of crazy how that's the new trend. If you look, take profit is also a hybrid. It's trailing when funded. My funded, it's trailing funded. They found a way to make the payouts better and the time shorter by putting the trailing drawdown on the funded side. So it's kind of like the new trend, so they can market like higher payouts to have it be slightly harder. It is slightly harder, but it still ranks the highest. That difficulty is taken into account. It has a lower difficulty score. As you see, like when you look at simplicity, it's actually an 8. 8's average. It's not that great. That's the one downside to it. So when you look at it, you see how it does pick up that trailing drawdown part of it. When you actually highlight over it, the difficulty is definitely exactly average, right? But it's not like, it's based on the time that you spend in that as well. It's not like 50 days in trailing. It's not like Apex where every day is in trailing, right? So that'll punish you the more days you're in trailing as well. Alrighty. Oops. Oh, okay. So if you want to put a stop loss with Trade Evade, let me show you how to do it. Like, if I were long, let's just for sake of this, let me demonstrate with some micros. Okay. So let's say that I bought one micro. Make sure I'm not in a position. Okay, demonstrate for you. I bought one micro. I'm there. I'm now long one micro in this. I want to put a stop loss. So where you want to sell is you can right click and it'll put a stop loss and Trade Evade. That's it. So if you left click on the DOM, you'll put in the bid side, you'll put an order on the books there. If you, and let me show you again. If I click there, my buy order sits there. If I left click on the bid side, if I right click on the ask side, it'll put stop losses there. That's how you do it. All right, you owe me $5. I'm just kidding. That's the eval. That help you? You gotta ride the wave, you're moving fast. Yeah, no problem, bud. Glad to help you. You must. I will send you a form you fill out. You can send me the 5 fake sim dollars. On the app, if you're using the Pulse app or the Trade Evade app, I still call it Pulse. Trade Evade or Ninja's app, you can, on that app, what you do is you click, I think you hard press on it, and then something shows up, and then you can adjust it. And off to the border, like you can open up the side window, and at the top there's like this circle that says like a 1 inside of it. That's your order size. So you can change that to whatever you want your default order size to be. And then if you get to, you can also, there's a little option where you have a slider, you can change it to trailing drawdown or regular drawdown. I think it defaults to trailing. So you can set it to regular drawdown. I'm sorry, trailing drawdown, trailing stop. You can set it to just fixed stop and then change your order, and then you hard press on the chart and then an option pops up, and then you can move it around and then hit submit, and then it submits on the chart. So hard press on the chart with your thumb on the app. Congratulations, 21 Dreads. All right, you want yourself 50K MFF, 50K Rapid Bell. What you have to do is go to the Discord. It is pinned here. Message. Also go to, keep supporting Prop Score. Like I said, this is one of the biggest and coolest things that I think we've ever built. This is by far the truth of the prop industry. You guys have been marketed to by a bunch of schemers and scammers. All this bullshit. You got the influencers. Let me be real with you guys. All right. There's levels to this game. Anybody can go up to a prop firm and fill out a form and get an affiliate code. And if you have a big enough audience, you can start marketing props to it. You get your 10, 15, 20, 30%, whatever cut. It all varies. Now here's some levels to that. The bigger you are, the more you can negotiate that. You can get whatever commission you want, or else we don't talk about you. This is what people can say. Then there's another layer to that where these influencers can go up to these prop firms and say, you're going to pay me 50 grand a month, and then I'll post about you. And then they say yes or no. And then there's another level where some person or some group or whatever goes to the prop firm and says, if you don't pay me, I'm going to talk shit about you. It's a very dirty, nasty world out there. So you never know what's really good and what's not. People out there, there is somebody out there that makes videos on all prop firms are bad, all prop firms are bad. You know, if you knew what I knew about that person that does those videos, every prop firm is bad is a prop firm that canned their ass and no longer an affiliate there. All of a sudden that prop firm, avoid, it's a scam. Well, no, it's just because they're not on their payroll. You're extorting them for money. And this space is about to be cleaned up by that stuff. The problem is you don't know. Somebody says, my competitor has great discounts. We have the best discounts that you can get as far as an affiliate goes. So nobody has a bigger discount than we do. We're at par with everybody. Everyone's on the same playing field at our level. But the point I'm saying is, you don't know what you're being told. Somebody says, this is a game changer. This is the best. This is the hottest, newest thing. But they could be paid 20 grand a month to say that, right? So you're just being marketed to you by the highest bidder. That's really what it is. And there's really not a site out there that's just truthful about what things actually are, and that's what we made. We decided to make something that would give you the actual truth of the props based on just the stats. What are the accounts? And there's no pay for play, there's no favorites. PropScore doesn't accept a paycheck to be a partner with anybody on a marketing sense. We're just a standard affiliate with everyone, like equal. So the point that we have here is that it gives you a chance to see through the marketing. And I know I pick on this, and I don't mean to pick on them because, you know, they're good, but Apex has really great intraday trailing drawdown accounts. They're some of the best out there. They're ranked at 9s. But then they created these like end of the day trailing drawdowns that every influencer is saying it's a game changer, it's a game changer, it's the best, it's the best. But they came in ranking less than 6, which is as low as it gets. And then it's like, this is the actual truth. And so why are they ranked so low? Well, they have DLL and consistency on funded. The ROI is really small. It's a very low payout. Very average time in market, so it's not even a quick payout. It's a very small account with very low ROI, and it's got intraday trailing drawdown. I'm sorry, intraday trailing drawdown. It's got consistency and DLL on funded. None of these firms have that. My Funded Futures has neither unfunded. So it's like the truth came out that these are actually like kind of dog shit. They're not even piss poor. They're worse than everything. And so it's kind of like the necessity of PropScore needed to happen because you guys don't know what's actually being marketed to and being good. You know how big their marketing campaign was? They flew out here and took me to dinner 2 times to pitch the idea to me. They were changing the game. Spent a couple $1,000 for dinners for me and IDOC, taking us out, flying out, getting a hotel room just to come to the city of Houston, just to see us and nobody else. Literally flew out here just to say hi and talk to us about it. But PropScore is truthful regardless. And so you guys will be able to see what the plans look like when they change. And there's nobody marketing anything to you here. It's just, there's the truth. So TopStep has some new changes coming through. TopStep, great firm, you know, good respect for TopStep. They're a good firm. I don't agree with the CEO, but I do like the firm. I did trade their accounts for a while. I hate TopStep X. It's horrible. Their new accounts that came out have dropped their scores for those accounts down to like the low 6s. The new changes they have, they tanked. They tanked a little bit. It's not horrible. Let's give them some credit, but it's not good. Less than 8, less than 7 means avoid. 8 is average. So the new changes came through and they just basically tanked, right? The ROI got lower, payout payout cuts. Still a decent sized account for what you pay for. Average price per time in market, right? So, but you can see that, you know, people are like, oh my God, TopStep's gonna tank. TopStep's ruining their business model, blah, blah, blah. No, they're not. Look at this. TopStep's still good. A couple of accounts went from like great to like okay. And then some of them went to subpar. It's not below 6, which is the scam pile. Like Apex end of the days in the scam pile. But you can see that when TopStep's changes came out, on average, TopStep's still great, right? But it's like some of the accounts are just, a couple of them are just really bad. But the influencers are all freaking out. TopStep ruined its company. TopStep must be tanking. TopStep must be going under. What? Some of their accounts just went to average or somewhat below average slightly. 2 of them are kind of avoid, right? Actually, this shouldn't say average. This should say below average. I need to get that fixed. Actually, I need to get all of these fixed. Anywho, that's PropScore. They're best in slot for trader side risk settings. I would say what makes TopStep good is that they're very cheap to lose. The activation fee models are not good if you're a winning trader. They're good if you're a losing trader. If you're a winning trader, Lucid's the way to go. My Funded Futures is the way to go. Even Funded Next is the way to go. Take profit. These are where you go when you're a winning trader. Slightly harder, but bigger payouts. This is what winning traders need to be doing. If you're a losing trader that fails all the time, Apex and TopStep are where it's at. You're learning the game. Go out there and lose for 20 bucks and lose for 20 bucks and lose for 20 bucks. Don't go out there and lose for 200 bucks. Top Step is dirt cheap to lose. That's the only reason it's popular. It's very inexpensive to be a failing trader. Top Step. That's really where their value is. And you can see that if you go play with the parameters and prop score. Do I know anything about ETF partnering with Tick Blaze and soon to offer a new plan? I know everything about all of those things. But I can't talk about it. I met with Sean Kozak the other day and we talked about it. But I'm at liberty to talk about either firm's business plan on this one. Why Top Step not do end of the day unfunded? How to navigate around trailing? I don't like trailing drawdown. Personally, I don't trade trailing drawdowns. The only exception are these take profit accounts I've been trading. That's it. And it's 1 day of trailing. You can see what the Farkas swag on your storefront. Bro, if you let me have a what the Farkas, I swear to God, Brad and I are going to make one of our t-shirts. You know, prop score what the Farkas or something, you know, we'll do it. We will do it. What are the firms that I said are good if you can trade? Lucid, My Funded Futures. Let me give you the list. So if you're really good at trading, the ones that are going to give you the best bang for your buck, I would say right now is going to be, if you are good at trading, Lucid's where it's at. Trade Day and Funded Seat also rank really high. They're new to the list. But Lucid is by far considered by many to be one of the best firms there is. Anything that's 9.0 or better is good. Lucid is great. Funded Next is great. Tradeify is great. I've traded all of these that I mentioned. Lucid I've done. Take Profit on My Funded. These are widely considered the best two firms in the business by far. If you're a winning trader, Take Profit, you're gonna get big ass payouts there, which is what makes this one good. Funded Futures is good because every single stat is decent. Trailing drawdown on Funded a little bit, not the best, not the easiest, but everything else completely overshadows that difficulty. Lucid is a pure end of the day account that is just pure and clean and easy, straightforward and good. So these are the ones people like. Have I tried Aqua? I haven't tried Aqua personally, no. I don't really trade a lot of props. So, you know me, I'm a real money trader. So I do props every once in a while, you know, for the stream and for engagement or in this environment, because I don't want to risk a lot of money. So I don't get a chance to trade a lot of different props. How can you trust the new companies won't fail? Well, that's the thing. Think of it like a business. You can't, but think of it like this. A new company spawns up and spawns up and spawns up. Then all of a sudden they're making money, but then they're doing payouts and they somehow can't manage and then they go to zero and they bust, right? But the thing is that you don't care about that because you're trading the new companies here. The goal is you want to be the person that takes the payout before they change their rules or tank or whatever. Now, the prop firm failure rate, like prop firms going under, is rare. Some of them last for a couple years and they close the doors. But like rug pulls are extremely rare. The risk is very low, I would say, if you diversify, why a lot of people trade multiple props. Trade a couple different ones. I'd say if a prop has lasted more than 2 years, then it's got a good business model. So that's a good thing. The new ones that just showed up, you know, typically like Funded X is a good example. They had these great uncapped legacy accounts. No DLL, no consistency on funded and uncapped. It was the best account that ever existed in props in the history of props. No one's ever done it. Nobody did it since. Nobody did it to that point. Nobody's ever done it since, and nobody ever will do it again. The riskiest shit in the business, and their sales went like this. And then they changed their rules last November, and then their sales are like this. They're not tanking, but they're not popular anymore because those awesome plans went away. So a lot of times the firms do that. They have a great plan, you make your money, but you want to be on the first leg of it. And then when they start sort of like changing stuff, you already made your money and you moved on. I was talking about Funded Next as an example. They were goated for those like 6 months they were around. The legacies were my favorite accounts that I think I've ever traded. Uncapped payout, no consistency and no DLL on Funded. Unheard of. There's no firm that's ever done that since. Uncapped bulk payouts. After 5 days of trading, you can take half your balance out. What? It was completely goated, yeah. But the thing was, I took a lot of money from them during that time, and then they changed their plans. So the thing is that when you're trading, that is your risk to take. A firm could maybe go under, right? A firm can maybe lose money. A firm can maybe deny payouts. But PropScore will know that very quickly. You'll start to see, that's the whole point of our community, is you'll know it very quick. And our community is going to be full of, you know, a lot of people reporting this stuff. If any shenanigans happen, one person's going to be reporting it and we'll know. You know what I mean? And it's a good thought. Like, how do you know the prop firms aren't going to go under that you're trading or whatever? And you can't. So trust the ones that have been around for a couple of years, but the new ones, right? With the new ones, I go into it saying, well, if somebody's going to bankrupt them, it's going to be me. That's the way I see it. I'll bankrupt them. And so I always go into it saying, let me be the first one to get the big payouts. Less Farkas prop firm would rank as a 4. There's like, there's not even a 4 on the scale, and Farkas is coming as a 4. We have a special rank 4. He has a new account model called Straight to Bankruptcy. You just basically, once you sign up for it, you're actually filing for bankruptcy. So you don't even get the account at that point. As a matter of fact, once you sign the account on what the Farkas prop firm ranked 4 account, within an hour, there's somebody at your door to seize your assets in bankruptcy court. You know, so they can auction them off. It's the quickest. It's like the quickest path to liquidation. 0. He guarantees that they'll knock on your door in an hour or less. So pop a prop keyword. Oh yeah, we have to give away. Can you pop a prop keyword? So chilling on this. No trades this. Just waiting. See if anything better happens. But big sell-off day. I made the shorts last night where I made a lot of this. I made the longs this morning where I made a lot of this, and I made a scalp off of that. I haven't done anything since. But these 2 little scalps here on this account. Everything else still the same. Wait, pop and prop keyword? I'm not ignoring you. Wait. I would never ignore you, Populaeus. Top Step is having liquidity issues based on the latest rules. The latest rules only change a handful of the accounts, right? Like 6 of the accounts, I think. It's more like, I wouldn't think of it as a liquidity crisis. Top Step is trying to... I've done this in my businesses where I've had slow times and fast times. There's been times where I built Rocket Scooter and built the marketplace and built other businesses outside of trading at the same time. And I've been in a crunch, right? It happens when you're investing. There's periods of it's like when you're working out. There's periods where you're bulk and there's periods where you're leaning. Definitely, I've had times in my life too where I've been on a lean liquidity moment where all my stuff is tied up into, I built too much too fast with too much money, and you have to wait for the money to come back in, you know. And so Top Step, they just bought Futures Desk. They just turned into becoming a broker. So they're probably having like a slump due to the investment, but I don't think they're having like a prop firm crisis. The way I think about it, because I talk to people from I'm friends with a lot of people at Top Step. Everybody but the freaking CEO. And it seems like Top Step's just in this like building phase, I feel like. So I don't think they're going to be like at risk of bankruptcy or going under unless there's just a huge part of what we don't know. And I don't think it's related to the prop side. I think they've managed the prop business very well. I think it would have to do with their ambitions to become an IB, acquiring Futures Desk. I mean, that's pretty much a slow spot. Right? They could, I don't know what the sale price was. Would they acquire them for how many tens of millions of dollars or hundreds of millions? I don't know what they paid for them. But when you think about it, they could have just been changing those plans just to increase cash flow for a little bit to get out of a hole. Acquisition hole, you know? Does the trailing stop once you hit buffer? It does, yeah. Somebody thinks the rumor on Top Step TV, they try to make you lose trades on purpose. Nah, they're just that bad at trading. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They're nice dudes over there. I'm just kidding. Dakota's pretty good. Honestly, Dakota's a really good trader. I don't know the other guys on the show though that I would say trade well. They're all newer though. They're younger. It's expected. Can I ask how Apex intraday is good compared to end of the day? To understand the same rules, just harder with intraday. How the intraday is good compared to end of the day? It's not, but on prop score they're just ranked separately. So intraday trailing is ranked in its own category. End of the day is ranked in its own category. End of the day is always better than intraday. In all aspects of like putting them side by side with everything equal. You want end of the day. But the way prop score works is it balances everything from the cost to the sale to the payout to everything. Have I not talked with Hogue about soybeans? What is that somebody on that show? They talk about soybeans over there? I never see it because it's always on the same time as we're always on. Yeah, with Apex's intraday in general is just a bad move. Intraday on eval is just a bad move. For you guys that are trading, the only thing that makes any of that worth it is if you are like brand new and you're busting and losing a lot. It's really not that bad of a hit to lose at 15 bucks at a 90% off sale. That to me is the only value Apex really has, is that it's cheap on the failure side. On the payout side, the difficulty side, it's through the roof. It's so hard. The payouts are low, difficulty's high. And trailing drawdown will bust you. You can't scale an Apex account easily anymore. The golden age of $1 million payouts with Apex died this year. They've demoted to like an average firm at best. But like I said, Apex and Top Step are good because they're cheap to fail. You can see that on prop score. What's neat about prop score is you can simulate the different scenarios and get that answer yourself. If I were to go here and go to the end of the day category, check this out. It's really cool when you do this. If I were to rank all the firms, right? So my funded futures, take profit, Top Step, whatever. If I were to go here and like start using a custom model and like I fail like 50 times before I pass, fail 50 times before I get a payout, I trade with like a 5% win rate, and I like to YOLO 10-to-1 trades. I'm some degenerate gambler that can't pass. Look which firm ranks at the top. Top Step. Isn't that crazy? So what we found out through our model is that when you trade very poorly, certain firms rank really high. And the reason for that is because they have activation fee. They're very light on cost up front, and you only pay when you pass and when you win. So they're good because they're cheap to fail, and that's so neat that prop score. We would all agree that Apex is good because it's cheap to fail, and Top Step is good because it's cheaper to fail. So certain firms become better the worse you do, which is the whole point of our sort of customization system that we have here. You can go through there and do that. So, which I think is a very, very interesting telling sign of why certain firms are considered good to begin with. How did Apex and Top Step get so big? Both of them are very cheap to fail firms with activation fee models. Isn't that crazy? How do they capture market share? Activation fee model. Make the accounts 15 bucks, 15 bucks. Then if you happen to pass once in 40 times, then you pay the 150 to go forward. That's why they did so well up front early on before all these end of the day firms showed up. Call like the new ones showed up the last 3 or 4 years. Better products is because it was so easy to market dirt cheap failing. Crazy, right? Why don't you talk about the market? It's dropping. My bad. Hold on. My bad. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. The market's dropping. In other news, It's just noise at this point. It's very high probability we sell off. I'm not, Catalyst is active, so I sit out, we goof off. At Rocket Scooter, we all know the rules. When Cat is active, we mostly just sit out and wait, and chill. You guys know how we do it here. Am I the cousin of Robert Downey Jr.? I've been told that. I've heard Robert Downey Jr. I've heard Ace Ventura. Hold on, let me see if I can find this photo that I have. Let me show you something cool. Hold on. Let's see. I'd have to find it somewhere. We did this a long time ago on the stream. We did this like this thing. It was like, what celebrity does Matt look the most like? Jim Carrey, Jimmy Kimmel, and Robert Downey Jr. were the and Colin Farrell were like the 4 best matches. So he said Dave Matthews on the stream last night. It's up in the morning. When I was a kid, no beard. It was all Ace Ventura. When I was younger, I would certainly look like Ace Ventura. Alrighty then. I would do like the impressions when I was a kid. Captain's log, stardate 23.9, running up to the nearest decimal point. We've traveled back in time to save an ancient species from total annihilation. Wait, look who up? Charlie Cox. Who's that? What's he been in? Oh, this guy? I don't know. What's he been in? You know, I think like I've been a Daredevil actor. Wait, I thought that was Ben Affleck. Is there a new Daredevil? Like a new movie? Daredevil Born Again? Is that a show? Or a movie? What? There's a Daredevil movie, a show? On Marvel. Oh man, they pump out so much crap at Marvel these days. I never get a chance to follow all of it. That's cool. Daredevil's cool. I like Daredevil. The show's getting fired. I like Daredevil. I'd probably like it. The movie actually wasn't that bad. Even with Ben Affleck in it. But guys, look, listen. It's very obviously the same. White guy with the beard. We all look the same. We all look exactly the same. All you guys described are just white guy with beard. Brunette, beard. We all look exactly the same. Wait, so the guy on Top Step trades soybeans? Really? Where he futures trader trading soybeans? Is he trading soybeans on a Top Step account? That's incredible. Do I trade gold? I've traded gold like one time in my life and made like 8,000 bucks, whatever. I can't remember what it was. I made one gold trade in my life during the gold frenzy just to be funny about it. What's the P&L for today? ChatGPT time. These two are, I think it's like 25, but these two are eval that passed, and then this one is an eval. I need to update this one. The others are all funded. So in TPT, it's 15K in TPT, and then this is this top one. So this one, and these two are funded. So that's another 10. So like 25, about 25 today. This one on my screen on the right, this is an eval, so that doesn't count. I'm still trying to pass a bunch of evals and Lucid. I'm half funded, half eval. I passed 2 of the emails this morning. Wait. Oh, you know what, Lucid? You know what's funny with Lucid? Okay, oh, so one of them I think I can pass. Hold on, but I went over consistency by a penny or so. Let me look at this real quick. So this one, let me see if I can do it. My last one of these flexes. Bam, 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 bam. So I bet you with Lucid, if you went over your consistency, I bet you can whittle it down on the spot and pass the account and then flip it on the spot. Like, have y'all done this with Lucid? Like, okay, let me ask you this. 50%, right? If you get exactly $1,501 and the next one you get $1,510, you have a consistency problem. But I bet you can lose $9 to equal the amount and pass it in that moment and flip it over to funded. Like, you don't have to wait the next day. You can literally pass it. You get a $100 buffer. It's $100 of difference. Kick ass. And then you could probably still, like, I bet you on the dashboard, if you were to do that, the minute, because the dashboard updates in real time, so the minute you get down to the range, then it unlocks the ability for you to go funded. That's pretty cool. Brad went over last night regarding consistency. As long as you do it before you close that day, will make you hit on higher target consistency for payout. Yeah, well, my point is, even addition to that, is my thought is with Lucid, say that you have to make 3,000 at 50%. So you made 1,500 in one day and you made 1,510 the next day, and now you're over, or say $100, say it's $100 over, right? And they give you some kind of leeway, but I bet you in that moment you can go there and lose on purpose to bring it in, which you can do with any firm. But I bet you when it says done for the day, which it says when you are done for the day, that once you lose money, it will change and say upgrade to funded in that moment. So even if you go over, I bet you in that moment losing money, you can immediately unlock flip to live. Like you'll just pass right through it and then turn that option on. You don't need to lose stuff. You make 1,500, you can make 1,510 the next day, you can upgrade. Yeah, well, what I mean is if you go over, forget it like the $10, you go over $200. The point is you can lose the money to get into range. And then the moment you get into range, you can immediately upgrade. You don't have to wait an extra day. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't have to wait the day. Or even like wonder, did I get in the zone? I would basically, what I'm saying is if I went over $200, I would lose, look at dashboard. Okay. Lose, look at dashboard, lose, look at dashboard. Aha, it says funded now. Good. I passed. Because it updates in real time. My bet is the minute you inch into range, that moment in time, the dashboard updates and you can click it to funded. So that's my point, to know that whenever you're in range. So an example I'm trying to say is, do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like when you're opening and closing a micro, let me lose $10. Did I make it? Nope. Lose $10. Did I make it? Lose $10. Oh, it says, congratulations, upgraded funded. Cool. Okay, now it's funded. So you can pass right through it in that moment in time and keep going. That's good to know, because other firms, it's like at the end of the day, you're always like, okay, I gotta wait till tonight, then it upgrades, and then tomorrow, hopefully it counts as a pass, hopefully not. With Lucid's real-time updating, you can make that decision in real time. Pretty cool. Can our dashboard provide data for gold and silver? Are you talking about Lucid's? Which dashboard are you talking about? Kingdom. Until micros go green? Yeah, exactly. So somebody says I'm absolutely right. You've done that many times with Lucid. I have over 30 funded accounts with them, all blown, LOL. Hey, well, that's good to know that that's right, because I hate waiting that one day just to be like, did I get in on the right? How am I on consistency? Am I good? You know, and then having to wait a day with Lucid, you know in real time once you got in a range. Yeah, so see, when you say sometimes it's 60, sometimes it's a whatever, this point is with the real-time dashboard updates, the minute you get into range, the dashboard will immediately change and say, congratulations, you passed. The funny thing I'm saying is that it's like, no, you haven't passed. And then once you're losing money, you come into range, it's congratulations, you passed in that moment, and you can update it. Can we have, on our dashboard, I mean, I don't know what you mean by dashboard, but on our platform, we have data for gold and silver down inside of here. We have liquidity maps for that stuff too. Is that waiting time parameter on your website? What? Waiting time parameter. Is it hard to use our system? Volume, pivots, and confluence. Not hard at all. It writes the word support and resistance on the screen for you. It's only hard if you can't read English. You can just do some math and how much you need to lose. Yeah. Jalen Quality Homes has the correct answer. Just don't be a lazy butt and do your math. But then also kind of like requires you to know how much buffer you're allowed with each one of these consistency. Everybody's so different with it, you know. For my personal accounts, what platform do I use? I have NinjaTrader and AMP. So my AMP, I trade in TradingView, and on TradingView's app, and NinjaTrader, I trade in TradeVate's app. Never kept the account pages open while trading for that. Oh, yeah. I went over consistency on one of these accounts, but it was yesterday, so I can't do that today. I actually have to make more money. So I think it was like this one right here. I think yesterday I made 1,700 in that account and 1,500 today. So there's nothing I can do to pass this day. I have to make the other 200 whatever bucks tomorrow. So unfortunately, you have to do it on the day of, and then don't forget to reduce by the end of the day. And yesterday we just went to go look at our new commercial space, so we didn't get a chance to come back and lose money on my Lucids real quick. Gonna finally play The Witcher 3. Bro, you've never played Witcher 3? What? Oh, you're in for a treat. It's such a good game. Witcher 3 is amazing. Story was good. Gameplay was good. All the little, open worldness was good. Witcher 3 is fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I am a Gwent champion. I even liked playing Gwent so much in that game. They made a separate trading card game, actual trading card game themed off of Gwent. And it actually was really, really good and really complex, just like Magic. So if you ever played Gwent on your phone app, that's like harder than the basic Gwent from the game. It's like a trading card game. You'll sink a lot of money into it, buying packs and whatever, but it becomes a pretty crazy game with crazy metas. I played it for a couple years. It was just like, but not played it for realsies, like played it on my phone, like when I'd be sitting at the car wash or something, or waiting to kill time or on a flight, I would play Gwent. You played Gwent? You went to a tournament in Poland for it and went 0-3? Oh, that's crazy. Did I play Magic when I was 12? That's it. When I was 12, Magic the Gathering came out. I was in middle school. I got my first starter. Well, actually it came out probably before then. But it was the second edition, I think is what it was called. They had like alpha, beta, and then like second edition, whatever. One of the earlier Magics, and I had a couple booster packs or booster boxes I bought, and I never had any like top tier or expensive cards. But my middle school math teacher thought they were satanic. She was very like Baptist or something, I don't know, and she was very much like, those are satanic, can't play those. And we're like, what? She was against like fairies, goblins, anything Tolkien. She was that kind of lady. So my friends and I, we were all in the math club. We had to sort of like sneak around at the math tournaments so we can play magic cards. It's the nerdiest fucking thing you've ever heard in your lives. I know. We had to sneak around, and if she caught us, she was pissed when she'd catch us. I told you those are satanic. You guys are not allowed to play those on these tournaments. Yeah. It's a different time, bit different time back then. These days, we could probably sue the school for something like that. How dare you infringe on my rights to practice Satanism or whatever. Somebody fucking sue the school over that. No, but seriously though, she thought they were evil for whatever reason. She thought it was witchcraft, I think. Witcher 3 or Crimson Desert? Ooh. I've been playing Crimson Desert. It still hasn't clicked with me as being a masterpiece game. It's a fun game. It's very complicated, just like every other one of Pearl Abyss type games. But it hasn't just clicked with me of being like, this is a masterpiece. It feels like a mishmash of all kind of games, like Witcher. It's like Witcher meets Assassin's Creed meets Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It feels literally like a mash between all of them. The freaking Sky World is a complete ripoff of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. The sort of like sneak around slow gameplay reminds me of Assassin's Creed. It has a very also Red Dead feel to the open worldness. They sort of just blended every game together. But Witcher and its own is just like one of the masterpieces that ever was. I would say Witcher 3 is probably beats Crimson Desert in almost every category. I haven't like, Crimson hasn't like hit me as like, oh my God, I love this game, I have to play it. It's fun, but I just don't feel like that connection to it. I think it's because like the story is god awful terrible, and that the hero is just so like you don't feel, it's not like a story you care about. I really don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just going in there like doing quests. So I haven't really got far into the game to really maybe catch up with the story, but it feels very dry and very blah, but the gameplay is fun and the world is fun. Kingdom Come? Okay, I'll check that out. I saw people playing Kingdom Come on Twitch. Looked pretty good. Red Dead Redemption is goated. Red Dead 2 is my vote for the greatest AAA video game of all time. If I had to pick a game. If you have like the best AAA video game, I'm talking like, I'm not talking about like RPGs or anything. I'm talking like these giant AAA adventure budget games. You know, probably the greatest video game culturally of all time would probably be Final Fantasy VII. But I think the greatest game of all time as far as like just so well made, it has to be a Rockstar game. They're the only company that does every detail as good as they do. So I would say that Red Dead 2 is probably the best game ever made. There wasn't like a single thing wrong with that game. And it, like you could play it 20 years later and still find shit you missed. And it's like that detailed. You're a good man, Arthur Morgan. Yeah. Howdy, partner. Hey, partner. I like God of War games. I played the last one when it came out for a bit. It was pretty good. The newest one, God of War is good. Down. Did I play the Cyberpunk DLC? I got like 10% through the DLC. Did I have ES loaded on both sides? No, I'm not an active trade. That's those are closed trades. Thanks for trying to look out for me though. Those are closed trades. So this is actually flat. That's P&L. This is a demonstration I did with some micros. Rust is good. I heard Rust is very like very good, but also people don't like the fact that, you know, it's almost like Arc Raiders in a way. It's like short-term fun and whatever you build gets destroyed within a day or two. Rest of the day bias, it's still pretty bearish. Resilience is tanked right now. Arbitrage is negative. We're catalyst active and below DD band. I'm sorry, below MHP on Nasdaq. So, sorry, below DD band and MHP on Nasdaq. So it's still pretty bearish, and it could sell off pretty hard for the day. Yeah, my bad. Thanks for letting me know, fellers. I don't know. Yeah, I don't feel upside today. I feel like it's still gonna work its way lower.
Hi, my name is Dave,
And I caught the dip again. Got some more giveaway accounts to do in a little bit. Another wick. Some 5-minute heart skipped a beat. Formed a little candle, looked kinda neat. No real bias. Red in the face. But I would say I would rank Witcher 3 as one of the top 5 games ever made as well. It's that good. It's really good. I mean, you can sleep with chicks in a brothel. Full nudity. You'll eat. Garot gets it on, baby. Yeah, I'll tell you guys, Crimson Desert, I don't know how long I gotta play it to where it finally clicks in. People say give it some time. I'm just doing side quests and running around getting the feel for it. The combat's pretty fun. It's very grindy, like most Pearl Abyss games are kind of grindy. Remember Pearl Abyss and Cacao made Black Desert Online. Very grindy game as well. You ever play Suikoden? Yeah, the first one I did. Oh, that game was so cool. You could have like, what was it, 108 people in your party, or characters you can have to choose for your party. Old school. Does my interface work with Top Step? So Rocket Scooter is a standalone platform. I see, like I have it onto the side here, and then I have my trading platform off to the right. So you can do the same thing with Top Step. Summary, you like the Top Step TV guys, you just cannot like any of this kind of prop firm stuff. It's not for everybody. Prop firms aren't for everybody. Alright, we'll do another giveaway in just a little bit, guys. Hang tight. And then market. I know, right? Who turned me losing into mountains of gold? No more a slave to the weight ships grind. I'm the one and two are both pretty good. Is stream buffering? I turned around to eat my breakfast for like 2 seconds. Sign up, learn well, let your profits run deep. And soon you'll be singing this tune in your sleep. Sign the Cumberlands in cold, Tucci well below. The Traders boot cat gold, cold. Sign the Cumberlands in cold, Tucci well below. The Traders boot camp cold. The Traders boot camp cold. Hey! Y'all got me wanting to play some games now. I want to have a gaming day. That's what I want to do. Do nothing today but play video games. Looks like Lucid's problems are fixed. I was able to reset these two accounts, or this one account. Let me reset the other one. Well, the other one has 1,700 bucks still on it, so let me not reset that one. Oh shit, I reset the wrong one. Fuck. Oh well. Okay, let me reset the other one. Oops. I reset one that still had $2,000 or 1,700 bucks of drawdown still. Whoopsie. So these two right here, these two failed ones, I'll reset them both now. Dang it. Hate wasting money. Whoops. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, we gotta do some more giveaways here. I thought today we got some trade days to give away. Trade day to give away. Ba-doop-ba-doop-ba-boop-boo. Trade day to give away. Time some trade day in chat, you guys. We got some. So our giveaways today are sponsored by Trade Day, My Fund and Futures ETF. We got a lot more going on in Discord later on today. I think Neon's got some fun at next. Is My Fund and Futures Rapids giveaway later. Earn to Trade, Tradeify going on later tonight. Sir Darb, we got giveaway Bonanza on the 30th. Oh my God, coming up soon. We've got enter from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Price Fund and Futures Family 3 50K Premier Plus on X. Must follow Prop Score and Fund and Futures Family accounts on X. Huge giveaway on X too. Fund and Futures Family. I want you guys to go here really quick. I think that's still going on right now. I'm gonna spam in chat Prop Scores on X. Go follow our X account. They're doing something there right now. Appreciate you guys supporting. We have almost 1,700 followers, almost. Type it in, guys. Don't forget to check out our giveaway going on right here. Looks like something on Twitter right here. Oh, here's the link for it. Link. There's that link. Go enter that. Don't forget, they're doing some fun activities over there too. Farina, if you guys are in here, there's a new customer management. Oh, let me send you guys a message here. What do we got here? Hold on.
Just calculations. I can see where the future lies. Hedge pressure calls to you and me. Let's ride, rocket scooter shifts the tide. Let's ride, break the system from inside. Emotionless, these probabilities collide. I must confess, I'd be lost without you by my side.
Let's ride. What do we think, guys? Think Market's gonna save itself today? Or are we selling off? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
Not addiction, just pure affliction. Measured risk and cold conviction. I can see where the future lies. Hedge pressure calls to you and me. Let's ride, rocket scooter shifts the tide. Let's ride, break the system from inside. Emotionless, these probabilities collide. I must confess, I'd be lost without you by my side. Within the volume, answers to expose. Where price goes, nobody fucking knows. But we might just have the cheat code. Let's ride, rocket scooter shift the tide. Let's ride, break the system from inside. Emotionless, these probabilities collide. I must confess, I'd be lost without you by my side. Come on, let's ride.
All right, type in trade day in chat. Everybody, type it in chat.
Heads turning before I realize. Red eyes, my stomach drops. Coffee's gone long ago. My heart beats louder than the clock. Every wake feels like blame. Every loss reruns my pain. Adding up the could have beens. Subtracting all my sleep at night. I keep refreshing, like it's gonna change my fate. These tiny numbers carry all this weight. I only have hope. I keep holding hands on the wheel when it's spinning, folding. I'm so sick of losing, tired of the pain, but I'm still here again. I only have hope when I'm broke inside, buying one more try on this broken ride. I don't know if I'll ever make it through, but I'm still here with you.
All right, guys, spinning that wheel. Can I explain my charts briefly? Yeah, of course. We deal with, so if you've ever seen any of my trading before or on social media, I do futures trading. And on my charts, you have a NASDAQ and an S&P contract chart on each side of here. Hold on, this over here. And so what I do, the style of trading I do is it's unique. We use gamma exposure tools to map out where hot spots of trading are in the market. We can do volume prediction. So there's like the few people out there that have technology that can do volume prediction. I can predict volume pivots and trade off of them. We use gamma exposure tools to find volume hotspots and we trade off of them. It's like predicting a volume profile before it happens. Then we use internals confluence to map out what the stocks are doing, which is these indicators down here, to find confluence with the futures that we're trading. So an example here, you can see that my chart says resistance from that white line and then support from all of this. So you can see that like there's like this push to keep it from falling, but there's this resistance from there. And the algorithm just paints on the chart what to do. And as you can see, there's support, 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 and then it hits that resistance, which pulls it down. Here, NASDAQ, trapped between resistance and support. It's been there almost all morning. Same sort of sense. And so I can utilize this to make my entries and be very fine-tuned on where I enter, where I exit. All right. These questions for after the spin. All right. Jay Hicks told me, Matt, stop slacking. Spin the darn wheel. So what makes our technology unique is that we have an array of server computers that read options flow in real time and filters out. You all right, buddy? Filters out speculative options and tries to find just Nandy effects. Tries to find just dealer options, and we look at auxiliary markets to match orders to try to find dealer options. Then we take the dealer options landscape and create these sort of maps, we call them liquidity maps, to find out where hedging is going to take place because it's guaranteed order flow for hedging. So an example is this orange line is called hedge pressure, and hedge pressure is a net repulsive force to selling. Market's trying to sell, but it's still getting that sort of gamma hedging keeping it up. So I use that to know if markets are falling. I've got a place to trade from. Saigon Pho. Vietnamese premium coffee. Ooh, surprise me. Nandy. So Nandy, you and everyone else that wins, you have to go to our Discord. It's pinned here in the chat. In the Discord, there's a YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel and with a screenshot of your YouTube ID. Send it to Slacks or admin there. Hook you up with your giveaway account. Congratulations, all the winners. It is a rigged contest. Unfortunately, it's not rigged for you. It was rigged for Nandy. So let me make this bigger so you can see what's going on. Another neat thing about it, I have a lot of different information also posted on the chart to help me. You can see off to the right, there's a little cheat sheet that says there is pressure from light gray to dark gray. Here to here is a trade I've made multiple times today. I made that scalp earlier. I made it 2 more times here in this account. And you can see that the market, while it looks like it's trying to sell off, it's having a hard time doing that. Now we're just sitting here waiting for Trump to tweet something. Neck takes a trade, then takes a piss. So with lucid payouts, I can take a payout at any point, I think, right? I don't have to wait till the end of the day. Hold on. I've been accumulating balances. I haven't requested a payout. Is there a minimum number of trading days? Let's find this out. Matt takes a trade, then takes a piss. End of the day? Wait. Hey, Matt, where's Brad? Where's Brad? I got him tied up in this closet over here. What do you need Brad for? Hold on, Brad. I'll feed you lunch later. I don't know where he's at. He's working. He don't come on till the nighttime. You look at very sequential style of trading with multi-time frame analysis and just noticing your levels are kind of what you've been missing and precise entries. This is interesting. So this entire stream, this entire community are all rocket scooter traders. We have about 10,000 people in our Discord that use the software. Precision entry is what it's designed to do. For risk management, position management, it can't be beat. Rocket Scooter team competed in the Tradeify Grand Cup, which was a tournament of every influencer out there. And in the world, our team got 2nd place. We never left the top 3 out of 40,000 competitors. So this style of trading is good for people that want to be very precise with their entries and very good on risk management. Yeah. Are Brad and I best friends? I'm probably not his best friend, but he's my best friend. His best friend is probably Lady Darb. Now we're buddies. We live in the same city, so we get to hang out a bunch, which is kind of nice. Wait, somebody was asking me something earlier. Wait, hold on. I was in the middle of trying to... I lost my train of thought. Let me go read your comments real quick. Would this be a good time to position for options for earnings? No, it's not. Never buy options a day or 2 before earnings. Always get them weeks before. The IV builds into the premium. You're going to pay a ridiculous amount of money for your options, whether they are puts or calls. You want to kind of like position at a time that now depend on which who has earnings, but like the day of or the day before, your whatever you pay for the option will be crushed after earnings comes through and you don't break the expected range. Oh, the lucid payout. That's what we're talking about. Have to wait till the end of the day, you believe? End of the day. Is that what it is? Pro is 3 days of trading and Flex is 5 days of trading. Thanks. That's what I was looking for. But can you take the payout at any time or does it have to be the end of the day? Neon's little brother took over the afternoon. I saw he waxed his face. No more beard ski for the broski. How is the Blue Sky 200K static for only $40? What are the drawbacks on the account? Oh, great. Let's talk about it. I know absolutely zero about Blue Sky, so let's take a look at it. Let's learn together. Blue Sky Trading Company. Let's load it up. The Blue Sky static 200K. $40, 50% off. What makes it so good on the... Oh, as far as statics go, it is best in class on static now. Ooh, even... Wow. So Phidias is best in class when there's a sale, but the sale is what makes it really good. 50% off for 40 bucks. That's really nice. Let me go look on the back end, and I can look up the actual details on the inside of that without having to like know anything. This is how I get my information. Blue sky, blue sky, blue sky, blue sky. Where's it at? There it is. Okay, so turner case static with blue sky. What makes it so good is static, the propel static 200K. It's a two-step static. Really? So this is a two-step account. That's what somebody said. Or that's what it says here, two-step account. One step is a 3-to-1 PT to MLL ratio, which is average. 3 trading days. Step 2 is a 1.5 to 1. That's really good. PT to MLL ratio. That's really good. There is 34% consistency and then 30%. So consistency changes each step. Wow, what an interesting account. This is unique. Then your profit target on minimum side, there's no minimum. You can make 2,500. So on the funded side, there's no DLL, no consistency, and it's static. That is good. Compared to the rest on there. Your max loss limit on funded is ridiculous. The static, the $3,000 max loss on static for a 2,500 PT out the door, it's less than 1. You don't ever see that. That's where it's coming from on the funded side. So your PT over MLL is a huge part of PT over MLL. A huge part of what makes a firm good or bad. The profit target versus loss limit. If you got to make $9,000, you can only lose 1,000 before you bust. It's ridiculous. What ratio, what your threshold is, I'll tell you, 3.0. Anything greater than 3.0 is trash. Never trade above 3.0. The average, which you guys will see, average is going to be 2.5 to 3 is what average is. Most firms are in here. Anything less than 2 is good, really good, or great, actually great. Anything less than 1 is god tier. So to have a 2,500 target to get a payout with a $3,000 MLL once funded after you get through the first 2 steps, it's less than 1. For a static with no consistency and no DLL unfunded. So once you get past the harder part of this, but they have too many steps. That's the thing. Yeah. Anyways. So the funded side is where it really shines. On the pass rate's really good on funded side. If you have that, those parameters are good. The eval side, it's a couple of extra steps. It takes a little bit of time, but as far as the value of what you can get out of it, it's really good for static. So far at that price point, it's considered the best static there is too. But it does have extra steps, so it's unique. But with the static account though, you're not gonna ever get a static account where you can pass in 2 or 3 days, right? That's just the nature of static. Most of the static accounts out there are going to have 5 days, something like that. Because, you know, static, you know, they got to squeeze you somehow. And so static accounts are either going to have very small, very high ratio of PT to MLL or very small MLL, or they're going to give you a lot of days to trade. It's usually we found one of two flavors out there. Extra steps, more days. So they took the extra steps, more days route rather than the tight ratio. But you have this big fat buffer. I mean, if you're going to unfunded, a 3,000 MLL on a static is really fucking good to make 2,500 for a payout. Must include activation costs and prop score. We do. Why do you make a recommendation? Are you saying we should or asking if we do? Because we definitely include activation costs, we include commissions, we include data feed fees. Every part of every fee structure is incorporated. Cannot use score on Blue Sky? Oh, that's alarming. Hold on. Let me double check for it. Whoever my person is for Blue Sky needs to check on that. Score and score 30. Try score 30 for Blue Sky. Which account, Brain Benders, which one was it that you were doing? It's score 30. It must be programmed wrong on the site then for the account. Make sure that on the site, I'm gonna get our guys to double check it. We'll double check to make sure it's written on the site. Double check. So on the site, make sure that you have the right one. Some of it's score and some of it's score 30. So example is here, it says score for the static. Let me do this. They're going to be some are score and some are score 30. Yeah, so score 30 is the one that does. Oh, guys, I got to go. It's time for My Funded TV. My friends, as you come in, it's time for your midday snack. It's time for lunch. As you come in here for the good mornings, I bid you good morning. We have our trade day together. We have such a fantastic time. Bank today, 25K full of funded profits. I made a whole bunch yesterday. I had like 50 something K in 2 days. Been really good. I'll be back to trading the Million Challenge probably in a couple weeks. Take a break. Things settle out. Iran's over with. And then other than that, we'll see you guys. I go on My Funded TV. So this is siesta time for the break, but I go to My Funded TV, so join me over there for an hour. As soon as I'm done, come back here to check out Neon. He streams in the afternoon, and then Brad streams in the evening. You guys know that. We will be live on My Funded TV. The mods, if you can post that up for me really quick, I love you to death. Really appreciate that. And also, everybody join our Discord right now because they do events during lunch hour at Discord. Don't miss out on it. Link is pinned in the description below. Join the Prop Score Discord. We had over 2,000 people join it in the first week. Hang out there, talk trading, talk chatting. It's a free Discord. The best day trading, prop trading Discord you'll ever see. Memes, fun stuff, learning trading, learning from us, and it's free. Just like Prop Score, it's free. Everything we do is free because we fucking make a killing trading. We don't need to sell you guys shit. We make it while trading. So we give you guys all this cool free service. We love it. We love y'all hang out with us, and we'll see you on the other side, brother. Lucky Mon, my man, see you out. See you guys in like a minute.